We live. Am I live? Hey guys. Hi. Oh, yeah, we're live. Okay. Sorry guys. Happy Friday. It's Reality of Krista Marie, who's starting on podcast, and we're talking about Real Housewives of OC. And welcome everybody that's here. Hi Erin. Hi Kath. I got Q coming in, I think maybe. Not sure. But yeah. So it's Friday, OC. I don't want to say this is like another filler episode. Let me know if you guys hear everything all right. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll shut one of the fans off. Because it's like really hot in here. I'll shut one of the fans off. But so it is. So today I thought we were going to do Salt Lake. Who's from questions? I thought we were doing Salt Lake tonight, right? Because I thought Salt Lake started this week. And it said that it did. But it was the filler. It was like catch you up on the episode or whatever, catch you up on the season episode, which was like bullshit. Because don't tell us that the new season starts on the 11th and now it says the 18th, which is next week. So anyway, so it's Friday with OC like we usually do. And then next week, I don't know how I'm going to do it. We might have to just skip a week at OC because I feel like it's like literally filler episodes every week at this moment. But anyway, I know it said the 11th, and I'm telling you that's what it said. But then when I put it on last night, it was, oh, what happened last season? Catch you up on season 4. I'm like, I already know what happened on season 4. I don't care about season 4. So yeah, they had some stupid catch you up episode, and I'm starting to get really hot. But I hope you guys can hear me okay, because I'm not shut the fan off. But I mean, the episode of OC wasn't bad either. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just mad because I thought we were going to talk about Salt Lake today. Me too, Kath. Me too. I woke up a couple times last night and I'm like, oh my God, why is my Hulu not working? Maybe it's not just, I was like really upset. And then I'm like, let me check it out in the morning. But anyway, please, if you're listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side and you want to watch the crazy live and me play with my hair the whole time and watch me sweat to death over here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, at 12:15, and I'm really uncomfortable today. Okay. All right. So back to OC with Alexis and John Jansen. Who started you on? Now, who started you on between Alexis and Shannon, JJ Squared, and Storms No More Bador? Storms No More Bador. I think you like that. No more Storms Bador. Storms No More Bador. I don't know, something like that. Well, that looks good if I just put the hair like that. That'll be fun. We will need a headband if we do this. There we go. Okay. So, I feel like, no, not on Alexa's side. I'm still on Shannon's side. And I feel like she offered, okay, remember I said she offered them the money, but she wanted them to sign an NDA or whatever, I won't talk about you clause. And they said no. So then how is he going to go on Watch What Happens Live and say, I don't want to destroy Shannon. We just wanted her to stop talking about me. Would you? And Andy was like, what did you want to clear up? What is your biggest misconception that we have? And he's like, that I'm a bad guy. And Andy's like, oh, that's like what you want to clear up. Oh my God, Anne-Marie, hello. Thanks for joining. I'm excited to have you. From where are you from? Oh my God, from the UK. I need another like over the pond person. Because we're like all from the US, and like I get a little bit times confused. But at least I know you're 6 hours ahead, right? Now tell me if I'm wrong, right or wrong. You're 6 hours ahead of me. I think I'm right. I don't know. But anyway, so Shannon's still fragile, right? But like, so the footage still was released. I don't know who, if it was John's ring cam footage, but somebody's ring cam footage was released, right? And if it wasn't John's, I didn't see anybody getting hit by, all right, so 6 hours ahead. Well, 5 hours ahead. About 6 hours, something like that. Because remember, guys, with Gabby, I always had to look at my time because Gabby was my assistant for the longest time, Sarah Gabby. But thanks for joining. Don't mind me, I play with my hair a lot. Smoke pot. But thanks for joining. We're so nice here. We love everybody. And we welcome new people. Oh, by the way, Smiling with Erin D. Please subscribe to Smiling with Erin D, please. She is my best friend and my best friend in Bravo and my best friend in life. And she has a positive channel. Smiling with every day. She does a lot of Disney and stuff. And okay. So we got Heather. So I guess we're where? We're at like somewhere with Heather's and where we at? Vincent and Ass. I love you too. Sonoma. We're in Sonoma. Okay, we're in Sonoma. And there's a dinner, and I guess Shannon and John and Alexis, like no one wants to talk it, but anyway, but Shannon begins the dinner. She's like, nobody, I want to have a good time. I don't want to talk about John, and can we stop talking about John and Alexis? Alexis stays back, but she talks to John the whole night. She's like, I was in my room for 13 hours. And Shannon was like, I just don't want to talk about Alexis. I don't want to talk about Alexis. And Shannon's like, I offered them the full amount. They said they are on the pretense that they don't talk about me. I told y'all this before, that he would refuse to sign it. And I was like, what a piece of shit. That's when I was like, wow, no, Alexis, you do have an agenda to come on and talk about Shannon and talk about John and like clear his name. John, like you look like such an asshole, like a complete asshole. Watch what happens live. And but anyway, Shannon's like, oh, a disparagement. That's what it was, a disparagement clause. And I was like, so he wouldn't sign it. And I thought that was horrible. And so he wouldn't accept the money. But he did apparently, like, according to him and Alexis, did offer her double not to do the show. So do you want to clear your name or do you want her to not do the show? I'm confused. Because by letting her go on the show or her getting on the show, it makes you look like a real fucking piece of shit. And by you not signing a disparagement clause, John, you look like a piece of shit. Alexis doesn't have to defend you. You already showed us who you are. And really on Watch What Happens Live, you showed us who you were because you'd have no answers. I'm not going to make Alexis sign a prenup. You don't have no money. Shut up. You don't even go here. You just got here. You don't even go here, Alexis. Oh, I know who Emery is now. That's right. Dana. I love Dana. But yeah, so Shannon was like, look, you know, oh, but like literally Tamara started yelling at her. And then Tamara's like basically taking Shannon's side. And Shannon was like, I'm out of here. I can't do this. Tamara's apparently to them like before her and Emily did some stupid stuff. This is the stuff I can't stand about Shannon. I mean, it's about Tamara. You're 30 years older than Gina, 30 years older than probably even Katie, definitely Gina. But you're out there and you're sticking your finger up Emily's butt. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're all playing pool, and we have a flashback of you sticking your finger up. I'm so grossed out. And I just, like, why does she do this dumb shit? Like, Tamara is always trying to be literally, like, she's not young. And I don't want to see you drunk, dancing on bars. Oh, I'm going to let you relive your... I don't know. Ugh. Emily taking her out to let her relive her cowboy, whatever it's called when you dance on the bar. Yeah, please hit the like button. But anyway, Emily wants to talk to Alexis, woman to woman. Tries to talk to Alexis and tries to explain to Alexis that, look, we need you and Shannon to get along, but don't you find it a little hypocritical that, or like, can you at least like let up on Shannon? Don't you find it like least hypocritical that you're saying that you want to be cool with Shannon, but you're sitting there and you're threatening her with this video that could ruin her and her daughter's lives. And Alexis doesn't have it. Alexis is kind of like, well, you know what, Emily, I'm sick of her. And Emily's like, well, you can't have it both ways. Like, which one do you want for the group? You think you could let up on her? And then she says no. Basically, Alexis is like, well, you know, John's name's been drunk through the mud. And no, it really hasn't, because, and then again, nobody even wants to hear from John. Oh, John's ready to talk. Who said we wanted to hear from John? Who said we want to hear from John? We don't want to hear from you. You don't even go here. You don't even go here. What are you doing? Go away. But so Alexis is like, I just sucked over in this too, and I'm so sick of taking people's side, or everybody's taking her side, and I'm sick. I'm not taking pity on her. And Emily's like, look, we're not trying to take pity on Shannon, but you know, like, you're on the John Jansen defensive train, and it doesn't really even make sense. Emily's like, how can you defend somebody that's going to threaten to put this video out about her that's disparaging, and then sign a non-disparagement clause when she does offer the money? The blackmail was not to put the video out there. And she's like, I'll give you the 75,000, but you cannot talk about me, which means don't put the video out or don't talk about me. What does he do? He says no. And then he says, because I want to be able to defend myself. You don't need to defend yourself, John. We don't give a fuck about you. As a matter of fact, we don't give a fuck if you're a good guy. You aren't a good guy to Shannon. We don't care about Alexis. Honestly, I don't anyway. You guys might, but I don't. But she says the ring footage was just as bad. And it's like, we saw the ring. We saw the ring cam footage, okay? Now, Shannon did lie a little bit last week and say that she hit the corner of the house, the planter, and then drove off, and she parked her car, and she blacked out, or she lost consciousness. Doesn't remember anything. Woke up somewhere, in a hospital room or somewhere, and looked at her phone, and apparently sent John a bloody picture, and John was like, what's going on? The cops brought the dog here. And Shannon must have said she passed out again, but the whole point was that John didn't even hear the accident. But I told you Alexis was there that night. So they were just friends. Apparently Alexis was also talking to her ex Danny when she met John. So she met John a year ago, broke up with that fiance, probably because he wasn't going to marry her, and then got engaged a year later to this fiance, John. To Slade 2.0. But I don't know. Like, it just wasn't very clear, like, what Shannon was saying to really what Alexis is upset about, and really what Shannon was trying to say about her accident. Because we know from the police reports that she didn't just park her car and lose consciousness. She tried to get out and pretend she was walking Archie. Oh, that's right, because the cops are like, why is Archie here? John's like, you mean to tell me John didn't say, hey, cops, why are you bringing Archie here? And they didn't say, hey, John, she was just in a bad car accident. She hit a house. John's like, oh, what's going on, Shannon? I didn't hear a thing. The cops brought Archie here. How do you know? Anyway, he heard the accident. It was apparently right across the street from his house. Anyway, you can just say he didn't care because he didn't text her back at all, except for like with that one little one in the morning. The accident was like 10 o'clock or something. She said 6 hours later, I woke up and I don't know what happened. Well, you told the cops that you were trying to walk Archie, Shannon, down the street from John's house, and you live close enough to walk anyway. So why didn't you just fucking walk Archie the fuck home that night? You know what I mean? Because apparently your car wasn't blocking anybody's car and you didn't have to leave here. You could have walked home. Anyway. And Shannon in the background. So, what am I trying to say? Emily was talking to Alexis, and, John's in the background saying that Alexis and we weren't trying to scheme to hurt Shannon. And Emily and Alexis like, I know, but I've been fucked over too, and you don't understand. And anyway. Does Alexis really need to support Shannon? No. But does she have to talk about anything that's none of her fucking business? Like what happened with her and John. John was a good guy to you. Maybe he's a good guy too. He's not a good guy to Shannon. So Shannon telling everybody that he's not a good guy is the truth to her, because he was not a good guy to her. So the thing is, like, there's no defending yourself, John. Really, honestly, we don't really care about you that much. Get it through your fucking head. Alexis too. We don't fucking care about you too. You don't have to clear his name. We don't care. Shannon's not lying. He was not a good guy to her. She did pay for a lot of shit upgrades and stuff. And he made her pay $75,000. Well, I don't know what the fuck he made her do at this point. Because he wouldn't take the money. Because he said, oh, I'd rather talk about her. What? Do you want the money back or do you want to talk about her? Like, or do you not want to ruin her life, or do you? It doesn't make any sense, John. So you're not out to get her, you're not over to fuck her over, you're not out to screw her and ruin her life, you don't have any hard feelings towards Shannon. All this you're saying on Watch What Happens Live, but you wouldn't take the $75,000 and live not talking shit on her. You have said over and over, I just want to defend myself, I'm an Alexa, I just want to defend my man. We've done enough defending. Double doesn't need any more advocates. Let's just fucking move on from Alexis and John and let's just be over with. JJ squared and Storms Nabor, Bador, whatever. But anyway, back to Katie and Jen. Katie and Heather, by the way. Whose side are you on? I'm on Heather's side. Only because Katie just needs to let the mouse go. Heather's never going to like her at this point. She realizes what the game was when Heather's not stupid. Heather realized that that Katie took an opportunity, thought she took an opportunity to be the new girl and be the make a splash, the Noella, which I don't know what she realizes. None of this ever works out. None of those people ever work out. The chick's house that they went to last week, that didn't work out. Freddie Hellenkamp, that doesn't work out. Going after Heather, it doesn't ever work. Going after Heather never really works, Katie. But Katie, apparently, according to Gina, she told you months ago not to go after Heather. But Katie tells Jen, oh, I know Heather, I told Heather, Katie said to Jen, I told Heather about the text receipts. And Jen's like, personally, I think you should just let it go. We all think Katie should just let it go. It's Shannon, it's disturbing, bringing up something that Heather does not want to go back and forth about. Nobody really cares. I don't know why anybody cares about paparazzi. The point is, Gina did tell Katie to do this, and I'm pretty sure Gina, at the last minute, like Katie says, told her not to. I don't think it was months and months before. I think it was leading up to it. I think it was when Gina realized that we weren't going to have her back. I don't know. But at some point, I don't know, Katie still did it. But the receipts that she had were bullshit. A paparazzi saying that, Heather calls the paparazzi. Some person that some pop said that, at this point, really, it doesn't really, I forgot to turn you guys on Instagram. God damn it. Sorry, Instagram. Sorry. No wonder there's nobody watching. There's not that many people watching. Exactly. Nobody needed, honestly, she was a Hail Mary too. Nobody needed her. Nobody needed John. And what is Alexis' storyline? She can't even be a full friend of, because this is why too. Jim Bellino was on Jeff Lewis and was spilling his guts, saying he's not letting his kids on there, and he's like, I'm watching the show to make sure they don't bring up this lawsuit, talk about me, because I'll sue again. He's all ready to sue. He's waiting for Alexis to fuck up. He's like, I'm not letting my kids on the show. She better not be talking about my kids. And he was like, I don't like Shannon Bedour, but I also don't like John. So, Alexis, I ask you again, what are you here for? We don't care about you and John Jansen. We thought it was horrible that you were with John. We really think it's a horrible thing that you did. And if you're using him to get on the show, we don't want to talk about it. He don't even go here. You don't even go here. Goodbye. I'm just saying. But, Shannon is basically trying to tell Katie just not to judge up the past, but it's Heather, on the other hand, she just doesn't, she keeps shutting her down, and Katie keeps Heather, can I talk to you? Heather, can I talk to you? And she's like, I'm not doing this. Katie, back it up. Katie, I'm not doing this. I don't know. Okay. I figured that. I was going to leave her a message. That's all right. I don't see there's not many people watching anyway. But, I don't know. Heather said that she felt bad for shutting Katie down, but she's like, I just don't feel like it's the time and place to talk about this stuff. The paparazzi going to Disney World. Heather probably did. Who cares? Paparazzi don't hang out in Disney World. They're probably not paparazzi. They're probably just professional pictures. It's probably somebody they knew taking pictures and then selling them to the magazines, which I know that's what paparazzi do. But it was probably somebody that they just knew. I don't know. They look professional. I don't really care, though. Do you guys even care? I don't care. But they're going to this. There's Heather's event is the fundraising event for God damn, I can't remember the name. I feel horrible. But it supports families of the LGBTQ plus community. I'm sorry if I forgot a letter, but that's the event that they're holding. And she just wants to have a good time. But she puts all the clothes, or it's a fashion event, a fashion show, because she came up with a fashion line that something comfortable for something. I can't remember. Anyway, the proceeds are going to support one of the community that she is the charity for. Slacks or something like fitting in white pants or black pants. I don't know. Heather is so ritzy that I'm not all about it. I need to have the perfect black pant. I wouldn't even say pant, I'd say pants. I'm not into I need the perfect white shirt to go with the perfect black pant. I don't know. Anyway, the outfit. She puts everybody in a skinny, everybody's real skinny, right? Emily's skinny, but she's still big bone. Like me. I look sickly when I'm skinny. Emily looks sickly, this skinny. But Jen, with that weight on her, looks good. So Emily, or Heather, puts everybody in basically skimpier clothes and then gives Emily the same outfit but with an oversized jacket or something. And Emily wants to make a complete issue. She's trying to fight with Heather. She's trying to think of a way to make Heather seem like she's fat shaming her, or, oh, I thought I was skinnier. This is triggering my eating disorder. Do I not look skinny? Oh my God, did I not lose? Not like, she's like, all these things are coming up in my head. You know, Heather had to give me the bigger stuff, like the bigger outfit or whatever. I don't know. The point is, like, Emily would look not right. And no matter what Heather put her in, Emily would have made a way to make it like fat shaming or skinny shaming or something. She would have thought of a reason to fight with her about it. It did seem like a filler episode, right? And Anne-Marie, if you're still on here, me and Dana are going to do Watch What Happens. Beverly Hills as soon as Beverly Hills starts. But I'm excited because everybody in Dana's Patreon probably thinks I'm a fucking nutcase. In a while, like, I honestly, like, remember when I don't know if you guys remember when I was just blogging before I had to start the podcast, and everybody's like, nobody's gonna fuck with you. You're angry. You seem extremely angry. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You have to see me. Well, Zach's like, they have to see you. That's why I feel like Dana's Patreon probably thinks I'm fucking nuts, because it's only like Shay's in there, a couple of hey girl. You did feel bad for Emily, but like, what? Okay, no, if she would see this, she would have worn. I liked it. I thought, honestly, I liked it on her. And I thought that if she would have worn what Jen wore, it wouldn't have looked right. And I think Emily would have made a moment out of it anyway. Emily would have made that seem like, oh, she put me in something. She knows I don't look right in this. She knows we're not the same size. She would have made a moment out of it. I didn't feel bad for her because I know that she's just trying to make Emily, I don't know, she's trying to make it seem like, I don't know, Heather's doing something that she's not. I know that, but she's not big. Like, she's just a little bit bigger bone. That's it. And you do have to dress differently, but she needs to understand that, though. The way that she's taking it, it's like, you're right. You do have to dress differently because she's a bigger bone person, but she's not overweight the way she's making sense. And she's always going to, like me, always going to have a bigger bone body. So the same weight that's on Jen is not going to look good on her or I. I know. I love them outfits. My sister did too. I was a hostess, but when I was a waitress, like for 2 days, I had to wear them. I mean, I liked the outfits, but again, I mean, I think Emily did realize this is a me problem. If it was really her problem and she wasn't trying to make a movement, she didn't say anything to Heather, at least not yet. But I mean, she looked uncomfortable, and I think Heather picked up on it. But I don't know what else she would want her to do. I mean, Heather's trying to do all these events, and she's just having a lot of events, and it's like they're always trying to make something out of something it's not. I mean, it was the same dress as Alexis. That's what it was, Alexis. Aw. I miss you guys. Did they just grow randomly, Kath? Mine did too, but I didn't realize it was because my bird seed was sunflower seed. I was like, oh, and Ray, I don't know if you're there. I hope you're still here, but I don't know. We have this really good group in Patreon. I'm excited to show the Patreon people. That's what I'm saying. The Patreon people. I'm not crazy. That I'm like literally smiling and laughing when I'm like talking shit, because I go crazy on there and over there about Jersey. You know how I do it here. Just, you know, when I'm here, when I say it, and I'm saying how I feel about Louis, at least I'm smiling and laughing at myself. At getting so mad, I laugh at myself about it. See? But in Patreon, I'm like, and I look like a crazy person, but nobody can ever see me that I'm laughing when I'm saying, Louis, you're a fucking, like, I'm allergic to you. I'm allergic to seafood. You know what I mean? And I'm telling, you know, Teresa, I'm going to fruit punch her. I say fruit punch, that's fruit punch. You know what I mean? But I'm smiling. I was smiling when I said it then, when I was typing it back then. But in the Patreon, nobody can see me. But I get excited because I'm like, Dana, can we please go live soon? Because they all probably think I'm absolutely batshit crazy in there. I know, right? But then didn't you realize that her and I ended up agreeing, and we agreed to disagree in the end? Her and I, Jacqueline and I, talked it out. And like true Jersey girls, we were fucking each other up and down. Then we were trying to understand each other, where each other was coming from. And I thought about my comments, and I realized that my problems are with Teresa, right, Anne-Marie? Like, but Jacqueline, my friend, you can recreate history all you want with Teresa and your friendship, but you're not going to now bring up Melissa as my problem. Like, and I said, Jacqueline, that's my biggest fucking problem here. One, you're trying to fucking defend Teresa again, turn it all around again, back. Let's like twist it all around, right? And she's like, I don't understand. I'm like, let me just keep saying this again. Recreate history. Now you're not going to make it Melissa's fault. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? The whole thing. My happy pen. Like, honestly, we were good in the end. I was like, Jacqueline, thank you for even responding, because I will sit here and say all this stuff and I can never get Teresa to answer me. I can never get her to make it make sense for me. Like, and I was like, please make it make sense, Jack. And she did. And she said, look, it's hard. And I know what she's saying. She is afraid of Teresa, and I get it. And it is easier just to get along with her. So I understand that in the end. But my problem, again, is the Melissa part of it. And in trying to literally just like I'm not. And I'm like, and the thing is, she's coming to Philly and she's literally doing a live show by herself. I don't understand why she thinks that's going to work. As enemies and frenemies as we are, I will volunteer to be at the show and be on the show with you. I will be on the doctor with you. I think you should bring me on there, Teresa. I think that more people would come in to see us actually talk this out or argue this out or whatever we do. Discuss it respectfully. Because we do not agree on your life. Ever. At all. Or your dude. Or what you do to your brother. And if I'm there, everybody's going to be like, oh my, it's going to be more exciting. I watched it. I did. It was really good. I was proud of her. Oh, it's painful. It is so effing painful, Anne-Marie. It is so hard to watch her speak that I don't know. This is what I'm saying. How is she doing a live show? She needs a co-host as it is. So why? I'm afraid to buy the tickets because I don't think they're going to fucking sell out. I don't think she's going to do it. I think she's going to realize that she's not selling any tickets. And she's a little bit further. She should be doing New York, not. I don't know, the girls on tour. I don't know why you're not bringing Kim D with you. Why are you not inviting Kim D? Why are you not inviting people like you? Or maybe, I don't know, somebody. It's horrible. And I try. And I really try to fucking figure out what broken her. Because that's my question. What broken you and when? But I think she was always like this. She hated Melissa from day one. You know what I mean? Like, I know these people. I just don't understand her. I don't know what happened to her. But Anne-Marie, thanks for being here. But I know you said you did. Yeah, and I blame the pod because I'm the same way. I can't speak. See, this is my problem. I can't speak either. Like, I can barely get through my podcast episode. Did you hear me? I'm all over the place, right? I'm like, and that must be in the water. I don't know, but I know I couldn't do a live show by myself. You know what I mean? Teresa, what are you thinking? And it was like when your own fucking people turn on you, all of them. And what she did to Melissa Feaster was horrible. Oh, it was so bad. So, like, I was like, wow, you don't have a heart. You don't know who your friend. Yeah, she looks bad. I've been saying this for 2 years now. And I brought this up to Kim D about her almost being poisoned. I said, I would not put it past him. I'm not going to put it past him. He's more desperate. He's got a bigger platform. He can do more. He's doing the same fuck she used to do before. He's getting in more trouble now. And that's what's stressing her out. It's not Vanessa. It's not Marge. It's not Marge's fault. He is the one stalking Vanessa. He has sent fake patients. I'm arguing right now. Again, I'm arguing with All About the Truth again. Because I'm like, I don't understand. We know that it's not Marge's fault. We also know that it is Louis' fault. It is not Marge's fault. We know that she talked to Vanessa. We're not fucking literally, nobody's denying her talked to Vanessa. So putting out a statement, oh, guess what? She really talked to Vanessa. No shit. Nobody's denying talking to Vanessa. Not a one. Why is he still talking here? Why the questions are to Louis? Louis, why are you hiring fake patients? Why are you corrupting the system? By the way, Bill, police on the cuff. Remember I told you about my detective friend? He's on Instagram right now. And he knows all about Bo Dietl. I sent him the information. I was like, look what he did. Look what this dude did. And I just lost you guys. How did I lose you guys? Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? What in the world just happened? I'll be back. Hold on. No, here I am. I found just. Jesus Christ. Police on the cuff. Bill. Bo Dietl Dumb and Bo Dietl Dumber are the two dumbest people I've ever met. And I'm still arguing with these people. I'm arguing with All About the Truth again. Because I'm like, look, we know. Like, it's not a secret. Okay? It's not a secret. But it's not Marge's fault. But yeah, Teresa looks horrible. And I really believe that she's not eating. And I don't think, I'm just kidding when I say he's poisoning her. I'm just half serious. But that was in a goddamn document to the FBI. I'm not the only one saying it. And I think her assistant's the one who said it too. So I don't know why they keep saying, oh, you better stop saying this stuff. You better stop saying this stuff. I said everything I just said is my goddamn opinion only. Anyway. Jackie wants to make up with Marge. Come on. And she can't have both. She cannot have both, Jackie. Jackie knows you're not coming back. You're not going to be friends with, you're not going to jump on the Marge bandwagon. Like, Jackie, you were gone before you were even back. Okay? You are the Freddie Hellenkamp of the East Coast. I'm just saying. Anyway, back to this thing with Tamara. Tamara telling Katie, or sticking up for Katie, basically, but Gina is the one who, I believe, Gina's the one who started it. Gina gave Katie an in on something that she could have on Heather to start her season out great. But we all know that you don't go in hot on your first season. It never works, Noella. It never works. Chick that just, I don't know, lent her house out 2 weeks ago. I forget your name. Not that I'm nothing against you, but you were one that you didn't work out at all. All these one-hit wonders that come in, I know I'm missing a couple. The ones for the ones on Beverly Hills, you cannot come in hot like you do, like Diana did. You know what I'm saying? It just never works, especially going after Heather. But anyway, Tamara wants to jump in and have Katie's back, but Katie should have just never said anything. Katie should have just been a good friend, and maybe I like her friendship with Jen. That's great. Yeah, she's so pathetic. I know. I love talking about Real Housewives with Jersey when other people understand where I'm coming from. Not that I respect everybody else's opinions, but I begged Teresa to make it make sense for me. I have begged them to make it make sense. They cannot. And I don't like to argue in other podcasters' comment sections, but I don't know what you think you're saying, what you're doing. It's not a secret. It was not a secret. And by the way, it was Jackie. It was Jackie. It wasn't even Marge. It was Jackie. What the fuck? How about you? How about Jackie too? How about Jackie's the one who put the Warrior video out? It's not my fault your dude wants to go to a beach twice, half naked, may or may not be naked, dancing around a bunch of guys at a Warrior camp for men who are fucked up. Because you got the guy screaming in the background, tell her I'm fucked up. Tell her you're fucked up and you're sorry. Tell her you're done doing the cocaine and you're sorry. It's what the fuck? Who in the world? And the letters, I mean, come on. He admits it. Teresa's not eating because he's obsessed with Vanessa and she knows it. He married you. I swear this whole wedding is about, I'm saying his whole marriage to Teresa, I swear is about Vanessa, about punishing Vanessa. That's what abusive narcissists will go to extremes to punish you and hurt you when you fuck them over. And she left him on their wedding day. So it would be weird. Listen, it would be weird if he didn't have feelings for Vanessa still, right? It wasn't short 2 years ago that they were engaged, ready to get married on January something, 2020, 2024, 2022, whatever. It was a short 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We'll give it 3 years, right? He had two girlfriends, a living girlfriend named Vanessa, and then he met our Vanessa, and then he spent 6 months, broke up with our Vanessa, blonde Vanessa, meets dark hair Vanessa, a week later, is living with her down the shore, trying to punish the other Vanessa, sees Teresa act like he doesn't know who she is. Everybody knows when the Bravo cameras are there because of the way they're parked on the jetty, okay? He definitely knew it was her. I told you from day one he stalked her, okay? And then he's like, what could be how could I punish Vanessa the most? Somebody on reality TV. Throw it in her face. Blow her fucking life up. And how many people have found her since then? But you know what? She ended up writing a book and meeting good friends, getting friends out of it, meeting good people out of it. So Vanessa, you're not doing that bad. But like, I feel bad for her that I do think his whole marriage is about punishing Vanessa. Because if he really loved Teresa, he wouldn't have two fake patients attempting to act as real patients, fake abuse patients in her practice to find out if he's still in love with her. But she's crazy. She's crazy because you were asking about her, fake patient person, whoever you are. I'd like to know that person's name, by the way. But anyway, so everybody wanted to squash the drama with Katie and Heather, but Heather doesn't want to talk about it, and Katie just thinks that Heather's like punishing her over it, and Heather just don't want to fuck with her. You know how Heather last year when at the very end Taylor tried to have a moment and fight with Heather, but she was so fucked up on pills and wine it was like and Heather was like, could you just get the fuck out? Can you please just get away from me? Like, what the fuck are you? Get away from me. And like walked away from her. That's how I feel she feels about this whole thing. She's like, I'm done with this. I don't want to hear about this, Katie. And then Katie's like, but basically, my chat. See, I know. And honestly, even if we don't have the same opinion, but at least everybody understands. Like, I feel like I'm crazy with my opinions because I feel like a lot of people don't have my same opinion. But I'm like, I don't feel like, oh my extension up. But I also don't feel like my opinions. I feel like sometimes I'm logical, and then I get very upset because I'm like, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe my logic is just not logical. Like, maybe I'm really not logical. I'll think that to myself. Like, maybe I am crazy, right? Maybe Teresa's like, maybe, like, I don't know. I don't know. But then I'm like, you guys all agree with me? Then I'm like, please don't. If I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. Just tell me why, though. Because then I rack my brain. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is wrong? But I'm glad you love the chat. And we're always here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And like I said, I'm glad that you found me through Dana because then you can kind of tell the people on the other side of the picture that I'm not crazy. Thank you. That I'm just Jersey. That's really what it is. I'm just extremely loud when I talk. And it just sounds like I'm yelling at you when I'm not. And like, I'll have my friends say, like, you just, like, my husband thinks I'm yelling at him all the time. And I have to literally stop myself because I have to stop myself from his, I get very, like, I just get very, I don't know. I don't have time to sugarcoat anything, right? But if I'm talking to you and I'm getting loud, it's because I love you. And if I'm yelling at Teresa, it's because as much as I get as upset at you or like I get very angry, that's how much I used to love you and care about you. Like, I would not get emotional over things that were not, if I wasn't passionate, I didn't love you at one point. I'm hurt, and I feel bad. I'm hurt for Joe and Melissa is what my problem is. I'm hurt for Joe and Melissa, mostly Melissa and Joe, but like, and Teresa, but Teresa apparently has been hateful this whole time and we didn't know it until now. So, but yeah, with Shannon and Alexis, this whole season, this whole drama with her, I am glad that we're not getting as toxic as I thought we were going to get. I'm upset that they tried to go after Shannon, but I'm so glad that everybody else shut it down and told Alexis it's not, that this is ridiculous, that this is you going. First of all, I don't know what John hates Shannon for. He has to hate Shannon because he wouldn't accept the money not to talk about her, but he says he wants the money or he's putting the video out. She tries to give him the money and he says no because he won't sign. Why not take the money and just not talk about Shannon? If you didn't want Alexis to go on the show, follow me, right? John, and according to Alexis and John didn't want Alexis to go on the show because he says, remember they asked him, we said you were private, right, John? You were so private with Shannon, what made you want to go public with Alexis? Oh, well, he actually didn't want me to be public. He didn't want us to go public. He didn't want me to join the show. He offered me my salary, but then he offered me double. But I told him I want to be my own woman. Okay, then. If you want to be independent and nothing to do with the John Jans and you don't want to be a kept woman and you're a woman, Alexis, you should have came in as a girl's girl, just been cordial with Shannon, not brought up Johnny J ever, not tried to defend Johnny J ever against Shannon. Not against Shannon. Because Shannon, he was not a good guy to. Or whatever. He was not a good guy to her. Whatever his whole, whatever that he said to her behind the scenes or in public, he just was not committed to her. She didn't think of it. She thought otherwise. Hello, Minnie. Thanks for joining. Yes, I did. That's my whole problem with him. Did he not look like a fool, Minnie? He looked like a fool. They asked him, why did you? Okay, first we got Alexis saying, like I said, I don't want her to go. He didn't want me to go on the show. He was going to offer me double. He really is private. Then it was, Well, what? Okay, well then why didn't you sign the disparagement clause? Why didn't you take the 75,000 since Shannon owed it to you and you needed it badly, so badly that you were going to put out a video about her, a ring cam video that was going to destroy her life and her daughter's life, her kid's life. But that's how bad you wanted your money back. But when she gives you the money, you say no because I want to talk about her. But you didn't want Alexis on the show. So what the fuck one is it? You make no sense, John. And again, we don't give a fuck about your reputation. We don't think about you. We don't really care. Who lied to you and said that we gave a fuck about your reputation? Nobody. Yeah, they were so pathetic. And Alexis is like, I can't tell you. Oh, there's more. I can't tell you. Alexis, what? So now there's more you're going to come out about Shannon? So what is it? Do you not want to disparage Shannon? Because last night somebody asked him again, oh, we're not trying to destroy Shannon. Then what are you doing? Then sign the disparagement clause, because she's only talking about you because you won't. Alexis won't stop. Alexis threatened with the fucking video. Okay, exactly, just like Cody Brown and the other one's husband on Mormon Wives, Ben Affleck's cousin. He needs to go. Him, and he's mini Cody. He can go. John Jansen, Slade 2.8 can go. Yeah, and Alexis can go because again, we don't know anything about your life. We know nothing about what you do other than John Jansen. But you said you wanted your show to be, this should not be about John Jansen. You have there's more to you than John Jansen. We don't see that, Alexis. You're showing us all John Jansen. You are John Jansen, rah, John Jansen. He's a good guy. No, he's not. And he's not a good guy. You know why? Because he had you threaten the fucking video. You who would be best friend. Oh, then we have them. We got to support Alexis too. The friends. No, you don't. You have to support Shannon. Tamara, your tough love thing is bullshit. That was not the tough love. Oh, I understand you're mad your friend did something fucked up. I'm mad at her for doing something fucked up. And I'm like the best. I'm the last one that's going to like literally sugarcoat your fucking bullshit. But I'm not going to fucking put you down in front of a million people. Like I'm saying I'm your best friend. It was extortion. It was extortion. And backtrack, exactly. They're backtracking on the video. That was blackmail and extortion, and they know it. And then it went out anyway. Something came out. Where is her trying to run people over? And the fact, it didn't even have to come out. It's the fact that you said it is bad enough. That is extortion in itself. You know what I mean? That's blackmail and extortion. Shannon absolutely gave you the money because you threatened her. You threatened to put it out. That's blackmail. You blackmailed her. Then she said, okay, here's your fucking money. Can you not talk about me and put the video out? Oh, no, we're not going to do that now. And then, oh, I want to go on there and be my own woman. You wanted to come on and be your own. We don't like you, Alexis. We saw what you are. We saw how mean you are. We saw you came. You cannot threaten Shannon with this video and in the next sentence say, I just want to be cool with Shannon. I really did. I came on here to be friends with Shannon. I just want to be cordial with Shannon. I know. She has an attorney, but the thing is, we all know, because this is such a litigious fucking place to be in the United States. Everybody, it's so litigious that it costs more money to defend yourself at this point. And if you do, it sucks because she gave them the money and she still had Alexis talk about the video. Think about it. The video was already brought up. I wouldn't have given them a fucking dime. Because they already put the video out. The fact that they said it, fuck it, you already said it. Might as well put it out now. I'm not going to pay you. Because you have the whole world wanting to fucking, thinking, oh, something's so horrible that we didn't already know. Like, what is it? What's going to be the secret they have? What's the secret John Jansen that Alexis is going to reveal? What? That she had Archie in the car? We know that. We know that she lied to the cops. We already know. We are done over this. Like, she needs her friends. And John, for you to take the worst thing, her at her worst, somebody you supposedly loved, you said you loved her. We saw you say it. You told Tamara that you loved her back in the day, Shannon. Why would you, first of all, let her drive? We're mad at you for that. We don't like you. We don't even like you, first of all. We don't need you to defend yourself because we now see you, John. We know that you did not literally go after her. Even if Shannon did pay for everything or didn't pay for everything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The thing that John, we would have just said, you're fucked up for being with Alexis. That's what you would have to defend that. You can't because you're with Alexis. Our problem with you is you getting out with Alexis. Our problem with you is threatening the video. Our problem with you is still putting it out and not signing the disparagement. That's why we don't like you, John. That's the John Jansen that we now see, because we didn't know shit about you before. And the believe, you know, between you and I, are all of us, I don't know, I don't remember Shannon really talking bad about you. I heard her talk about your arguments and how it would paralyze her and it would make her so upset. But we knew you were using her. It was out there. Alexis, I'm sorry, not Alexis. Taylor had said it. Taylor said he's an alcoholic and Shannon's an alcoholic, and so Taylor and her new husband, that's who they would hang at the bar with every night. So I mean, Shannon was basically a drinking buddy and somebody to sleep with, because he was, you know, we knew. I mean, they weren't moving in together, right? So it was obvious that he didn't want to be with her, and I used to think about that too. Why does he not let her sleep over? He never lets her stay over. They're not living in the same. You're a mystic there, and they're not living in the same side. You know what I mean? And it was like already not serious. But the low that he did is to be a Slade and just try to go out with people. And I believe he tried somebody else too, guys. I don't know if it was Alexis before, Shannon before, or something. Alexis was with somebody else. I don't know. This dude has been going after housewives, okay? He's definitely Slade. He could not answer on Watch What Happens Live what the fucking problem was. And apparently they pulled at Teresa. You'll see. You'll see. I can't reveal it. You'll see. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that's it. I mean, what else do you have? Yeah, he is definitely Slade. I tried to go through my notes, try to be more streamlined, because I'm not play with my hair, but it's not working. Just to let you know, guys, I've had a rough week. I've been struggling bad, and so that's why I was such a shit show the other day. I was trying to do the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives justice, but I didn't. That was horrible. I did a horrible fucking breakdown of the show, but it is so good. And I got to figure out a way to communicate better with you guys, because I'm having a hard time sticking to my fucking notes. I have great notes, right? I have a lot of notes. And for some reason, just like in school, I can't read directions and follow directions. I must have a hard time reading like my script. Not even a script for you guys. Like, I'm trying to just go by what I remember. You know what I mean? I probably miss some stuff. So I don't know what's happening with me. I'm trying to get better at this. It's been 3 years. My nervousness comes from playing with my hair. I mean, playing with my hair comes from nervousness. I know, Kath, but I was watching all the other recaps of Mormon Wives, and they were so much better than mine. I was like, oh, okay. I know. I don't have any excuse, though, guys. I don't have kids, you know. But at least I was on time today. But John is definitely Slade 2.0. I do like the fact that somebody that they went out and they did meditation, or what did they do? Meditation. And Shannon was like hacking up her lungs, which I thought was hilarious. I think it was Heather and her. It was hilarious. Like, Shannon is Shannon, and I don't think Shannon knows how to be anything else. I want her to stop drinking. I do think she's self-medicating, but I think she's working on it. And she didn't need her best friend and the guy she used to love to be out there, like, you know, one's with Alexis, and then you have the other one best friending Alexis. And it's like, thank you. See, I told you. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12:15. Definitely, please come back. I appreciate you being here. Like, honestly, anybody that sticks around and stays and watches me, I love you. And even if you don't, if you just leave and you never come back, I love you anyway. But yeah, like, I don't know who else. I'm just honest. I don't know how else to be. But then I was like questioning myself the other day, because I'm like, no, well, most people agree with me with Jersey, because I'm not. You guys know I used to be I can't remember when I wasn't. Well, I guess I've always been fun. I wasn't always not a Teresa fan. After 2020, after I got shadow banned, you know, my evil twin, the harsh reality, got shadow banned for fighting with Teresa. I thought I liked her after that. I really do. I thought I came onto the scene liking Teresa, but maybe not, because that's when, like, kind of when Louis came back around. When Louis came around, I felt her shenanigans got worse. And I never ever thought that Jim would be involved. Anne-Marie, tell me that you guys, did you ever think that Jim, the lawyer, was as messy as he is, and that he would actually be a housewife, that he would actually pull housewife moves? That's what dude did. And he forgets that isolating us and like being like, you know, cutting our fucking necks off, like cutting us off the neck every time we disagree with you and not wanting to engage, like Jacqueline did. Jacqueline and I ended up saying, you know, she's like, I get you, Krista, I get it. Like, you know, her and I talked it out. Nobody got in the middle of it after that. Nobody commented. They let us just do our Jersey thing, and we came back to we love each other, and that's it. We just fight like Jersey fight people do. We fuck each other up and down, and we love each other the next minute. It's all out of frustration because I know that she does not feel that way. I know her truth. And I fucking kept telling her, this is your truth, Jacqueline, stop. And all she wanted to do was literally be a fucking Teresa apologist. And I said, stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop apologizing for her, because every time you take accountability away from her, she fucks one of us over again. Somebody gets fucked over again by her. And it's like, I'm tired of it. Oh, so everybody knows me from the Patreon, and I'm always a nutcase in there about, you know, how I am with Jersey, right? With Teresa. And I try to tell everybody, I don't hate Teresa. I just don't understand her anymore. And I don't know this girl. I don't know this one. And what broken her and when I want to know. And I just keep repeating myself over and over, kind of like I did with the Erica stuff. You know what I mean? Because I feel like nobody listens. But then people do agree with me. But this whole thing with like, oh, he is so sleazy. I can't remember. See, like, I forgot about him opening up that fucking champagne at Melissa's house. I forgot about that. And I forgot that they did that. And that's kind of fucked up. But like he's from Camden County where I live. Nobody around here respects him. I asked my Uncle Joe Hoffman, I asked him about this gym. He goes, who? That guy's a fucking joke. He left here to go have fame. He left here to go chase fame up north, which is only the next 2 counties over. But it's so small here that it just seems like a lot far away. Like two towns over for me is far away. But anyway. What else is going on in Bravo land? Nothing, right? Is there anything else going on? What do you think's going on with Vanderpump, guys? What did you guys hear about the Valley? Did you hear about Jax? They did not. I was right about the whole Jax thing. They did give him an ultimatum. I told you he would never up and leave his fucking. Oh, who's on Instagram? Hi guys. If you're listening, I want to talk to you more about. There's more stuff about Bo Dietl, but Jax was forced to go to rehab, guys, or he was going to lose his show, and that's why Brittany divorced him. That was the ultimatum to get help, or I'm leaving you. And allegedly, I'm just saying all allegedly, put my banner up. They were not going to film it any longer unless he went because of his outrage. Like his outrage is his you know how he is. You know Jax. For Jax being Jax. Jax is Jackson. Okay. Jax is Jackson. Jax doesn't know how to do anything other than to be Jax. Jax has never quit his pasta habit. Allegedly. Allegedly. And neither has Tom Sandoval, allegedly. Tom Sandoval is not filming Vanderpump. You know why? Because nobody can stand his girlfriend. You know why? Because she's a drug addict and needs help. You know why? Because he's enabling her. He's an enabler. He wants to get her a goddamn assistant. Get her a fucking goddamn rehab. Send her to rehab. Tom. You are Mr. fucking enabler. Yeah. Yeah, so the Valley apparently said they will not hang out with him or film with him unless he gets help. So that's why he said he went for his mental health. And we know that him and Jesse were definitely doing pasta together. Allegedly. And I'm not going to say, look, Jesse, my problem is not you doing drugs. And I say this repeatedly. I am not anyone to talk about somebody else doing drugs. My problem is your action on said drugs. Don't be a liar, a stealer, a fucking thief. Don't make it my fucking society's problem. Don't make it everybody else's problem. Do not make your fucking habit our problem. And that's what people do. That's what some people do. Jesse, we never knew the dude was doing pasta. He's so goddamn successful. You can't tell that motherfucker's on drugs. He can do whatever the fuck Jesse can do what Jesse wants. Jax cannot do what Jax wants. Because Jax does not know how to act. Jax turns into a fucking sociopath and acts like a nutcase. The way he treated Brittany, can you imagine the way he treats his friends? And the fact that he let his mother, like, just stop talking to his mom has always been my problem. You know that he don't give a fuck about his wife. If he can cut his mom off and not speak to her for 5 fucking years after she loses her husband and your father, I feel bad for Brittany because he's got no fucking feelings. That dude has proved to me that he is a narcissistic, gaslighting narcissist. And they're the worst kind. A therapist tells you to run from them. Louie and T-Liar. Oh, by the way, I talked to Cassandra. She's doing amazing. Fucking awesome. She's doing so good. She did win her thing with NT. Obviously, that doesn't make anything any better because she still, obviously, he hurt her and her family pretty badly, her and the kids. But she did win her lawsuit. He did get everything got thrown out. This was still the whole restraining order thing. This dude had the balls. I told her he's obsessed with you. And same thing with Louie. He's doing it in court. They do that. They go after you in court to hold on to you or to punish you. Because they can't stand the fact that you were going to fuck them over. So NT, he had the balls to fly to where she's at. No, you can't fly to where she's at to actually show up in court and bring all kinds of evidence and then perjure himself on the fucking stand. The judge said, dude, this is awful. Even his own fucking lawyer was cross-examined. Was like, all this was after you fucking did what you did. She was under the impression you were in a relationship, sir. That is quite obvious. You were lying to your wife, sir. And basically told him he's a nutcase. And if he really wants to pursue this, to go civilly. And I really think that he should have had to pay Cassandra's money, her lawyer fees. I really wanted him to have to pay her fucking fees. He drug her to court for a year. This went on for a year. Right before last Christmas. A whole year. And NT was fucking flying back and forth across the country to be with somebody. So like I keep saying, he wasn't just fucking somebody. He wasn't just cheating on his wife with a rando. He was fucking had a whole secret life. Cassandra was a life over here, a marriage and kids over here, and a marriage and kids over here. A real marriage and kids. He played house with Cassandra. It was not just somebody he was fucking. He fell in love with her, obsessed with her in their own toxic way. Like I say, Louis, it doesn't know what love is, but in their own toxic way, that's what he thinks love is. The way what he did with Vanessa. Vanessa's like, I can't fucking marry this man. He's ruined my life. He's ruined Teresa's life. And NT, think about having to wake up and be him every morning. He had no time to think about his actions and stress about them. If I was lying to my mother, my wife and kids, and then my girlfriend and her kids, and I had to keep up that lie 24/7, and keep contact with both women, when do you have time to think about how fucked up you are? When do you have time to think about, oh my God, I am so fucked up. I'm going to get caught. I'm going to lose everything. I got to fucking change this. I got to fix this. I got to make a decision. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what makes these people come on TV when they're fucking doing illegal things. I would love to know the psychology behind these people, these reality stars that go on TV when they're doing illegal stuff. Because he was lying about being, like he's just a liar, okay? He's just an NC liar. Anyway. That's all I got to say about that, I guess. If anybody's ever on Instagram, sorry about me playing with my hair. I just can't help it. It's hot in here. I got the fans on me. He is something else, isn't he? I honestly, I don't know. I definitely have to be at the show. I'm only 5 minutes from there. There's no way I'm missing the show. There's no fucking way. But I'm going to get bombarded, and I'm going to have people, because I know that all about the Truth Girls are going to be there. I need backup. Anybody from Jersey or Philly that wants to come, please, I will buy the tickets. It's coming up. It's City Winery in Philly. I think if it's not like it's soon, it might be like the end of this month. And I will buy your tickets. If you can get to Philly, I will buy the tickets for you. Please let me know if anybody's listening and wants to go to Teresa Giudice by herself, not promoting Real Housewives, somewhere at the end of this month at the City Winery. I don't know what she's doing. It doesn't say her podcast name. It just says Teresa Giudice. Does not even say Real Housewife. It just says her name. I'm pretty shocked about it. I was pretty shocked. You guys want to see the show? I'll pull it up. I do feel sorry for her, but I mean, listen, exactly. She'll never admit you're right. And that's the biggest problem. She still thinks that she's not. Look, I'm convinced. I was done after the thong thing. I think that if I was on stage with her, I would probably start crying, trying to talk her into being a fucking mother again and to choose her girls over this motherfucker. I would probably start crying, trying to talk her into that, because I don't think this is her. This is not. Teresa Giudice would not allow a man to talk about her daughters wearing thongs the way he did, and then have a boats and hose party with his 14-year-old stepdaughter in said thong bathing suit, dancing around, twerking as he's fucking reporting. I need to talk to her about. I need to tell her. Somebody needs to tell her this is not right. But you said like it's pointless. We would fight, and then he would get on my shit again and again. It's so horrible. I need to talk to her about being a goddamn mother again. Where she would have never allowed this. Could you? There's no way that she would allow a man to talk to her about her daughters like that. Like, what the fuck are you saying? You drug addict, allegedly. Like, what are you saying, dude? Shut up, you drug addict. You're so fucked up. You don't even know what you're saying. You're so fucked up that you're saying that fucked up shit. You don't even realize it, dude. And then it's really bad that she allowed all that fucking to happen on the boat. That was a whole weekend in Miami with the daughters, with the bathing suits, with the nighttime, with the short skirts and the dresses. I only took pictures of the boats. It was the whole thing. She's not stupid though, Anne Marie. I mean, we're dumb, but we're not that dumb. It's not like people haven't been telling her. It's not like she doesn't read. She is all up in the fucking blogs. She definitely is. She knows how people talk. That's what I said to Jacqueline. Like, stop defending what she's doing. Why are you defending Louie? Remember, she said, "You're right. You're right. You're right." And then I said, I even admitted to her, "You're right too. You're right. You're right too, Jacqueline, because you became friends with her again, and now you have to try to like." Because if you go against Teresa, you're not her friend. So that's why I don't understand why Jacqueline even agreed to be friends with her again, because you can't go against Teresa. And if you can't defend Teresa, we're going to eat you up. Because it's just, she can't make sense of anything that she does. Nothing that she does makes sense. And Jacqueline couldn't even make it make sense. She said it's just easier to go along with her. And I said, well, I'm glad you said that. I don't know. Let's put it this way. Melissa, Rachel, and Danielle are doing a Real Housewives dinner in October. Okay? October. So they know something. But Teresa is doing an event, I think, let me check, the end of this month. And it doesn't say Real Housewives. Okay? She's gotten so nasty. You can't possibly, she said she's the happiest she's ever been, right? But then she turns around and says she's the most stressed she's ever been since she got with Louie because of the whole Vanessa situation. Because we went around and we brought Vanessa into the picture back again. So we did what? Why again did he send 2 patients, Teresa? To see if he was still in love with her? That she was still in love with him? When are you going to admit it? Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's why she's stressed and she'll never admit it. She knows I'm fucking right. I'm right. There's no other reason for him to go after Vanessa. Why would you want somebody to ask her if she's still in love with her ex-husband? Or the patient basically said, would you ever get back with your ex? I don't know. I might get back with mine. Would you ever get back with yours? Louie? And then Vanessa was like, this is getting weird. This chick's weird. Maybe she's just a fan, Vanessa thought. Maybe she's just a fan. I'll just have to be real careful with this one. She might be a fan. You know what I mean? It was way worse. What could you imagine? And then the corrupt judge, and you don't even know he's corrupt, says to you, you're both fucked up. And you win, or nobody wins here. You're both fucking obsessed with each other, which is probably the truth. And like I said, it would be weird if they weren't. It wasn't that short 3 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. He was just engaged to her. So it would be weird if they weren't in love with each other still. Back when this was all going down. Fake patient. We're going to call it fake patient gate. I'm the one who came up with Pizzagate, with Strippergate. I'm the one who said cheating gate. I came up with all the gate stuff. We're never going to win. Just like I waved the white flag with Erica, I waved the white flag with Louie, because I know Vanessa still is out there, because it's not that we made her relevant. We are the ones who made Vanessa out here. Yeah, of course we went and found her out because we wanted to know what the fuck was up with this motherfucker. Why is he wearing no-nose pajamas? Is he really wearing no-nose pajamas? Is he really getting hot Bodito to have, basically everything Louie says he did. We wanted to know if Louie was, because, I take it back, I didn't really mean it. I wasn't really wearing no-nose pajamas. I didn't really hire a fucking a Bodito to get dirt on everybody and have a smear campaign. I really didn't hire bloggers. I just said it. Well, you really did all of that. You really did wear no-nose pajamas, which is disgusting. You had a dead man's pajamas that you never met with your dirty ass balls in it and those said pajamas. And then you take them off, right? And then Teresa goes down on you. And her, I mean, do you follow me? No dirty balls were in there. No underwear. And then Louis' balls are in there. And then Teresa's like, you know what I mean? Follow me. Like, disgusting. Nobody feels safe and warm. You wear no-nose effing fucking pajamas. Me and Kim D should get a goddamn vote. We do not feel safe. Please take off the pajamas, sir. You just got here. What are you so fucking mad about, by the way? Again, you just got here, dude. You don't even go here. You don't even go here. Just like fucking the other Slade 2.0 Louie, we don't give a fuck about you either. Vanivia, go pay some fucking bills. But no, instead of paying your fucking people, you're in Miami. Who lives in Miami, though, by the way? All your trips to Miami, you mean you're not meeting up with Alexa? Oh, Louie's on a trip, a business trip in Miami. What's he got business in Miami? You don't even have a business. He's such a fucking liar. You're such a liar, Camille. You're such a liar, Camille. You're such a liar, Louie. I can't wait to see you in Philly. We're gonna have so much fun. You know what I need though? I need my backup. I need Thea. She's my fucking. I need my backup, Thea, and I need Frank to be my bodyguard. If Frank and Brittany come and they can be my bodyguard, I will be there. I would love to go on stage and fucking talk to Teresa. She doesn't see. She won't talk to me in person. She knows I'm right. She knows that she cannot make sense. I want to know what broke in you and when. When did you start hating your brother? We know you always hated your sister. Well, that was obvious. She tried to make us think she was a stripper from day one. Fine. But when did you start hating your brother? Because what I remember is you crying at the day before your wedding. I want my brother to be at my wedding. And then this motherfucker over here going, I'm not going to drink air, share air, water, camouflage with Joe Gorga. Ooh. His red face. I made it my thumbnail, how red and ugly his face was that day. And I'm like, this motherfucker is crazy. Look at this dude. What are you so mad about? You just got here. How in the world are you this mad at Joe Gorga? When your wife is sitting there crying, and Teresa did not have any makeup on that day, you could tell she was crying all day because Louis makes things hard for her. Louis makes things hard on Teresa. Louis won't stop fucking people over and making it her problem. That is the problem. She's very toxic, loyal, disloyal. She's a housewife. And listen, we should know by now that if you're going to go on the show with your friends, just know you're not going to be friends any longer after the show. But then again, look how fucking Marge and Rachel and Danielle, how they're able to manage their friendships. You know why? They're not fucking two-faced. They're not going after people and having smear campaigns. We don't do that shit anymore, Teresa. Like we were done like flipping tables and calling people whores and shit like that. That was season 1 we met you. That was cool back. It wasn't even actually cool back then what you did to Danielle. It was kind of fucked up back then. But we're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? But oh well, this poor chick. I mean, Danielle's nuts. Danielle deserves some of that, but not what you did. But anyway, we moved on from it. But you just don't seem to move on. Listen, you told everybody she was a stripper. You know it. You had her ask. You wanted somebody to ask her in front of the cameras. But somehow you knew by season 3 that if it was brought up on camera, that somebody was always going to think she's a stripper. And it was always going to be questioned whether she was a stripper or not. By the way, she was not. Then you want people to think she's literally, oh, I mean, we go through season after season of toxic, toxic this, that we make up, a toxic shift the blame around to this one, then it's this one's fault, and then it's Jacqueline's fault, and then it's Teresa's fault, and then it's Melissa's fault. It's never Teresa's fault. Then back to Melissa again. And then it's Kim D's fault, and then it's Kim G's fault. You know what I mean? It's never Teresa's fault, though. But, again, it's back to Teresa's fault. I mean, I'm sorry, it's back to Jacqueline's fault. But anyway, we have season after season of whose fault it is. Whose side are you on? But it never got to the point where we could not go through the next season without, we get to the next season. Everybody would get along. We were fine by then. Everybody was ever able to film together. And we didn't know that she was going after Joey purposely. We found out. She said it. And to me, when you say, I can no longer go after my brother because I gave him the kiss of death, so I got to go after everybody else. So that means you're telling us that it was never him. It was always you, Teresa. It was never Joe and Melissa. It was always you. You were always picking on him to make out your storyline, like which you mistakenly thought that we gave a fuck about. Like, I don't know who lied to you, but we didn't want to see that. Just like we didn't want to see Johnny J and Alexis be toxic to Shannon. I don't want to see Shannon's life destroyed. I don't want to see her lose her sobriety because she can't be around the dude that stole her or the woman that stole her man. Like, and then gets on the show and tries to be a housewife and steals all your friends. Like, Jeff Lewis was right when he said to fucking Andy, well, she's right. You hired her enemy, and then you tell her she's got to be sober. You hire her enemy and then take all her friends away. And that's basically what Bravo tried to do. And I don't consider Tamara her real friend, because if you are really, really, like, Vicky's a really good friend to Shannon, she showed that. No, Vicky doesn't agree with her drinking and driving. None of us, of course, we don't agree with her drinking and driving. But we recognize that Shannon self-medicates, and that's fucked up, and that's a shame. And I know it because I've self-medicated my whole life. That was my drug addiction. I'm addicted. My addiction is due to self-medicating. I have mental illness, just self-medicating. I get it. I smoked pot all day. I was a drug addict for a long time, hard drugs, and that's just, Shannon's, I don't know. Maybe she slowed down since the show. I hope she has. I think that she never healed from David. So of course she just kept drinking. And that whole show that they did, the Three Amigos, was about tequila. So, I mean, yeah, it wasn't right for them to keep on going with the show. They should have made it something else. But again, Tamara betrayed, yes, Mimi. Shannon betrayed, exactly. I'm not Shannon. Tamara did betray Shannon in the worst way. She's betrayed her from day one. She wanted Alexis to come on and fucking bring the shit up to Shannon. She's calling her an alcoholic motherfucker. Like, listen, I have friends that have not, I struggle. My best friend is my life. She is the other half of my soul, Marie. Okay. And I go through hell on a daily basis because she is an alcoholic and she has 3 kids. And I'm baby daddy. I've been baby daddy since her kid's father went to prison 2 weeks after her kid was born. And it's been 8 years. And I enabled her for a fucking very long time up until last year. I still do it. Kind of. I get what it's like to not, but I would never, I have said her, I've seen her sister-in-law, my best friend's sister-in-law, bash my best friend Maureen on Facebook in front of people about her fucking alcoholism, about her motherhood. And I know that she's fucking right. But I went on there and I fucking defend Maureen. And I'm like, I don't care if that's how you think. I fucking agree with you. My problem is you saying it in front of people and calling her out in front of her fucking family and her friends. That's my problem with Tamara. Tamara wants to act like, oh, Shannon's, I'm so upset with her because I love her that much. That's why I'm so upset. I cannot allow her to do this to me anymore. Then fuck off then. Fuck off and don't be her friend. Just fucking say, I never loved Shannon. I just was using her because she was on the show. Frankly, to me, I never saw Tamara and her being best friends anyway. When you have to walk on eggshells and worry about, like, that's my opinion. And then you have fucking stupid Freddie Hellenkamp jumping out of her purse all the time. And backing up her fucking bullshit. It's like, here we have another Jackie, like as Teresa. We have Tamrat's Jackie. I mean, Tamrat is Teresa, and they both have their little fucking minion, which is Jackie and fucking Freddie Hellenkamp. On the podcast, I was there. I know it's true. Same thing with Kyle. I was there. I know it's true. So Freddie, you're everywhere. We know you're everywhere. We see. You're like, here comes the private camera. Oh, let me jump out in front of it. And it's like, oh, of course, you were there. You were probably hiding in the bushes. Just like I said, you were definitely in Teresa's hair. I saw you jump out of Teresa's hair at the wedding. I saw it. That's where you were hiding, bitch. You're so weird. You're so weird. Who refuses to be canceled? I know I'm high, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really high. I can tell. That's why I'm looking at my eyes really good. Like, I'm so high. I'm so sorry. Anne Marie, don't. Hi, Daniel. I miss you, bitch. Where the fuck are you? Jersey Shore's waiting for you. What are you doing, bitch? Where are you? Do I need to drop the link? I'm dropping the link just in case. Anybody wants to come in and talk? Because I'm on a fucking roll right now. You know what happens when I get high? It's Friday. I'm just trying to drop the link. What the hell's happening here? Copy link, please. Thank you. Shut up. I hope you guys can't hear that. Danielle, where did you go that you were not at the shore? Oh, I'm laying in. Look at me. I'm having so much fun. Krista's not here, though. Krista's not here, by the way, and we're having so much fun without you, Krista. I only live 2 hours away. They're probably great in Philly and didn't even call me. No, whatever, Danielle. You need to come to City Winery, Danielle. Oh, I need you to do this for me. Please come to Teresa's show with me. Please come to City Winery in Philly. I think it's in a couple days. I don't know. It's at the end of the month. I think it's Teresa by herself. Danielle, Teresa Giudice by herself, not even the podcast. You know what City Winery, like, we were just there at Campfire's show. Bitch, you drove through here then. You drove by me. You at least drove by me. Oh, look at us. We're having so much fun. And by the way, Krista, you're not here. Hi. It's all right. Bitch, you and your friend, the girl that was, please come to the show with me. I'm trying to get her to put me on stage. Wouldn't that be even more funny? She's literally listen. She's trying to go on stage by herself. Do you not think it would be more interesting if her and I were there together? Because we have some things to discuss. We have so much to discuss. People would like to see us. I really think that people would rather see us hash it out than her by herself and just talk more lies and be able to spit more lies out. But nobody's holding her accountable. Nobody's going to be there holding her accountable. And I need you to back me up and not let Louis beat me up. Because Louis will beat me up. He's a pasta. He's a pasta. I'm telling you. Please, I'll buy the ticket. I got to look it up. I'm going to look it up right now. Hold on, I'll share the screen with you. It's in my Gmail. I was like, oh my God, no, she's not. No, she's not. Yes, she is. Look at her. She's doing the show by herself. I'm thinking by the time it gets to the show, there's no way she's going to cancel. She's going to have to cancel it. There's no way she's going to sell tickets. Let's just see though, because you can tell when you buy the tickets how many tickets are sold. Philly show calendar. I'll share with you in a minute so I can pull it up, guys. I know you can still see me. I forget you can still see me. Yeah, she's the 26th, I think. Oh my God, Danielle, please, I'll buy the tickets right fucking now. I will buy them right now. Where are you at, girl? Where are you at? Say yes. Say yes, please. All right, I'm pulling them details. I'm pulling the details up right now. Shut up. I'm yelling at my thing. Beep, beep. Okay, all right, hold on. Shows all genres. Oh my God, hold on. I hear you. I'm coming. September main stage. She said I did the end of the month. Hold on, a few more. I'll be right with you. I'll be right there. This bitch is here by herself. Here she is. Where you at? There she is. Oh my God. Oh my God. This fucking asshole. I hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. Please, Danielle. Please.
Girl.
Hold on. Let me share it with you. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. I know nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. This bitch is doing this. Okay. There's my girl. There she is. City Winery, Philadelphia. Oh, I gotta say it. I can't say it. The 26th, Thursday, main fucking stage, which you know, that's where Kempire was on. That's a big stage.
That is a big stage.
How's she doing this? How?
Why is she doing this? My question.
I know. And I'm not going to buy fucking, I'm not buying.
I'm never going to say, am I going to give her, I don't really care for her. Would I?
No, I'm not doing, we could buy regular tickets and VIP anyway. What you gonna do? Tell us to get out of line? Seriously. What is she going to do? I mean, let me open the thing. Let me see what she says in here. What does it say? Main stage. That's crazy. The tea with Teresa. She's a liar, but she's a fucking liar.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you no.
Okay.
Let me look, and let me look into it. I'm not going to tell you no though.
Okay. So you're saying
if I get locked up fooling with that damn lady and Louis.
No, we're not. Promise. I'll give my husband. I'll make sure that I have 2,500. That's what the bail would be. If we get a flight, 2,500.
No, wait. Listen, my mother is born and raised Philly, so I have ignorant cousins in Philly. If
we're not going to let her lie.
If Louis pops off, it's nothing for me to send.
No.
It's nothing for me to send one text message.
No.
And North Philly will come and show up and show out.
Listen, exactly, because she's going to lie. She doesn't know how to spill the tea. She's going to lie about her. She's just going to lie, and nobody wants to hear her. That's I don't get. And we can see how I'm going to buy the tickets. Well, when you say yes, I'll buy the tickets, and we're going to see how many people have bought tickets. You get to see the fucking chart and how many are taken.
Oh, you know what? You can actually see them before you even make the purchase.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely
because
right.
it lets you pick your seat before you actually make the purchase. So you can actually see how many tickets have been sold before you even make the purchase when you're picking your seat. So that's the screen you need to pull up. You need to go in as if you're purchasing tickets, and we can see. That's the screen you need to pull up.
Okay.
But wait, you've been up here for an hour. I'm just getting off the computer. What did I miss? Did you do OC already?
I did, but we can still talk about it.
Okay. Can I say I'm sick of Gina?
Me too. I forgot to talk about Gina. Yes. Go ahead.
When Gina first got there, I felt bad for Gina because it's like she didn't fit in. She wasn't OC. And we can see her trying to transition into OC. I don't like Gina. I don't like her. I don't like what she's doing to Travis. Why do you think that you can be better? So you're up, you're coming up, right? He found you when you were fucking no license, DWI, domestic violence. You and your ex weren't getting along. You had no money. We were fucking all down on your extensions were awful. You were down and out. And he moves in with her with his kids, and they make it work, right? They put the kids together like brothers and sisters. So then when you make more money now, you say fuck him and his kids, and you separate them, and they have anxiety over it, and you make your whole life up without him, but then cry to him that you don't want him to leave you. Why? He had stuck by you at your worst. So now that he's not getting his shit done right in time, you leave him. That's problem number one with her. Problem number two is you're fucking you told Katie to go after Heather. Yeah.
You fucking told Tamara you do want Heather around because of the whole real estate thing.
So let's go back to that because I've been gone for a couple of weeks from your show. So let's go back to how is it she feels like that? What's the one that didn't pay the bill? Jen messed up her real estate connections because she couldn't pay the bill. That has nothing to do with you and your career.
No. Now, what you're talking about your clients is going to fuck up your career.
And the fact that you came on this show and admitted that you didn't do the proper background check because you've been a solid friend to Jen, I get that, but you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to put that woman's business out there.
You didn't have to scream at her, pay your bills in front of a fucking whole restaurant of people.
Gosh.
Pay your bills?
Okay. Yeah, she's a non-mother effing factor. I don't like her, and I was rooting for her when she first came on the show. And then my poor girl Emily.
No, don't say poor.
So wait.
Why is she here?
When she said, I don't like the word oversized. You freaking idiot. Oversized is just the style. That's how they were describing the style of the coat. It had nothing to do with your cafeteria lady arms. What are you talking about?
That's what it was. That's what she said. I couldn't figure out what it was. I remember her saying something about she's saying I'm oversized, but we know that just because you have the same amount of weight on you as Jen or Alexis, that your body's not built like that.
That part.
Oversized
was nothing but the style of the coat. And it's a trend right now. Everyone is wearing, they're going back to baggy coats and baggy clothes and baggy this. So instead of saying baggy, because that's kind of played out, it's oversized. It has nothing to do with your cafeteria lady arms.
Now, didn't you not feel like she was trying to make trying to make Heather seem like Heather fat shaming me? I thought that's where she was.
Yes, that's what she was trying to go with it. But you've always known since you came to the show, you're not the what do they call the sizes?
Petite or
in the modeling world they call them sample size. You know you're not a sample size person.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. She's not.
But that's what I've always liked about her. The fact that she owned it. I'm not sample size. I own it. And I've always loved her. She was smart. She has, I love her hair. Her hair reminds me
of great hair.
Blair from Off of Facts of Life. I always say she has
Blair hair. God. Yes. Oh, I love you.
Big, beautiful, thick Blair hair from Off the Facts of Life.
That's very flowy, great.
It's big
hair with her hands in it. It's so thick.
Yes, it's so thick and pretty. Just take the natural beauty that you have and own it.
I know. And I feel like she's ruining it because again, too, wasn't her husband's family paying his parents paying for a lot of their lifestyle before she was on the show?
Yeah. Because remember he was trying to get his lawyer license and stuff. Yeah. So
Jen's never going to be down and out because her parents are mega rich. The problem is that they fired her husband because he worked for them. And her husband's always going to be rich. And Ryan's working with the feds, so we know Ryan's not losing any money anywhere. And he obviously working with the feds because he'd be worried about going to jail. And I guess what? I'm not one to be working with the feds, but I don't know what part he played. But obviously he said, I don't want to lose that. I feel like he loves Jen. He loves her kids. Ryan does not want to be a fuckboy anymore. He was fucking up when he was single with the money, with the dude. That's his best friend. We know we're not dumb, but it's okay. I forgive him. I don't think he wanted to lose Jen or anything. So he decided my best option is to work with the feds, whatever. Yeah. Honestly, because he don't seem like he's worried about the money. I don't think he would move her in and lie to her and not tell her the truth. You know what I mean? So when it comes out, what do you think?
I feel like he might not disclose everything. And, people think that when they don't disclose everything, it's not lying.
And also, it could implicate her.
Yes, that part. Yep.
Yes, that part.
So there might be some key pieces that he's leaving out.
Yeah, because you know what? There's a lot of times my friends will tell me shit. I'm like, stop it.
Yes.
I'm not going to perjure myself. You're going to fuck up. It's not it's the lifestyle, motherfucker. You're going to get caught. And I don't want to know where he did it, how he did it, what you did it with. But that's the whole point. So I still feel though too that he is definitely working with the feds, and because I don't think that he would move her in thinking, like you said, I maybe can't tell her everything because we don't want to implicate her. At this point, I think maybe the feds have exonerated her, and he's on the right track for somebody that wants to talk to the vet.
Now I hope that whatever deal he works out with the feds doesn't make it where Jen finds herself in the same space of trying to find housing and pay bills again.
I feel like he's got money and legally. I feel like he's already has legal money. He must have gotten on a good real estate deal when he was doing real estate. Or we don't even know what Ryan was doing.
But
he definitely had money.
how much of that has he put aside to protect her if something happens to him?
I don't think that he would. I think he's too much of a
Controller.
yeah, he's not gonna let himself go to prison. He's not gonna he's planned for the future, definitely. Because he's not gonna fuck himself over. So if he's not fucking himself over, he's not fucking her over. You know what I mean? He's going to make sure he's got his.
Okay.
I feel like. And she's also on the show making money now.
I love Jen, and I still just kind of like what
Jen.
Tamara said, not necessarily get a job, but I want her to be smart enough to have
guess what though?
B, but I need her to have
plan
a
B is her plan B. She's doing her plan B. Plan B, she does have a job, Tamara. Same job you have, bitch. She's on the show.
But hold up. Being on the show is not enough to maintain that lifestyle.
I know.
I need her to have some hidden money where she doesn't have to go back to her parents and have them bail her out again.
I don't think she's not making enough to save it, unless Ryan is making up where she can. Hopefully, Jen takes these paychecks and puts them away. Right? If he's paying for everything, have her take her paychecks and put them away. Season 2 now. Hopefully, I love her. Hopefully, she sticks around by season 5. She'll be making, Tamara money. She'll be making up in over almost 9. And let her get to season 5 and be a full, I think she can.
How about they remove Tamara because she isn't worth the money, and then let's split it with Jen and Katie because Tamara isn't worth the money that they're paying her. Tamara is so messy.
Nobody's friend.
Did you see her arms? In her confessions, Tamara's arms look like what her current face is going through that she keeps posting all over social media. Go back and look at Tamara's arms in her confession.
Oh, what? She's like this, right?
But her arms look wrinkly like raisins or something.
Okay. I know. I like she did her face again, and it's like she's got to do this. I even told my guys, like, I'm afraid that I'm going to start, my face is going to be like, you know what I mean? All the Botox, and then my neck's going to look it. Because I've been saying my hands and my neck. Because I noticed about that.
It's the hand. So I think Tamara, the videos that she's been showing, she did do something with her neck, but it's the hands. I'm going to say that no harm, no foul. But when it comes to white women, the hands are the telling factor.
Yep. I've always worried about it because I've done so much to my face. And I want to keep up with it. But then I'm like, I don't. I'll be 50. Well, I'm 40. I'll be 46. But I mean, like, I feel like I'm going to be 50 soon. I feel like it's coming. But I've also decided that every year on the day I was born, I'm going to celebrate a year younger. Because I feel like whatever we put out into the universe, it makes it true. So if I'm celebrating a year older, my face is going to look a year older. I'm a year younger until I get to. Every year we're celebrating. I'm a year younger until 35. So I hit 35 again, which is 10 years from now. I'm never going to say out loud that I'm a year older. I am not a year older. I'm regenerating my cells and I'm looking younger because Botox and fillers is goddamn expensive. Okay. It's really fucking expensive.
I say I want to try them, but then I'm like,
Listen, it's worth it if you get fillers and Botox. To me, if you just get Botox, it's not that noticeable. You have to get a lot of it. I feel like fillers is what really does the job. Like it really filled my face out and made me like because my face I was starting to look aged. I was starting to look like a meth head like I should have. But I really was. Like I
swear you are so hard on yourself. I swear you
but I look at my videos from 4 years ago on Adam's channel and I look so much older than I spent a lot of money last year and it was worth it.
Okay. So it
was. I'm going on Ozempic too, by the way, or Mounjaro. I am doing it. But I'm not going to be Ozempic face. I will not have Ozempic lip. I won't have Ozempic face. And do you know that the fucking the journal, the medicine journal people, they put out a fucking thing, a paper about Ozempic face. It's a real thing. So I was not the only one making it up.
On TikTok, there's the Ozempic butt, how women's butts are getting like droopy because they're losing all weight. And that's so simple though. Just do some squats.
I know.
And to make it even better, put it. The biggest thing that I've always done, you see my booty. I got a big old booty anyway, but I put high heels on. I stand up with my back against the wall and I squat.
You're tall. Like you walk tall. You walk. Yes, I know. I thought you were a housewife girl when because I didn't have my glasses. You walked in on the opposite side of the fucking room that Teresa's going to be in the main stage. When you walked in, I was like, oh my God, Robin's here. And I was like, wait, that's not Robin. I was like, that's a housewife. I can figure out who she is. Sits next to me the whole time. I'm like so dumb because I'm like, I know her goddamn voice. Where do I know? I know her. I came to you guys. I'm like, who is it? I didn't get to say goodbye to her. I had to say, I felt so dumb. But yeah, please. Can you imagine us going to Teresa's show? Could you fucking imagine the fucking clout? The people that are going to be like fucking on my, dude, I need you. I can't get nobody to go. Nobody will go with me.
Again, I'm not, give me to the end of the week. I'm not telling you no. I'm not telling you no. Just give me to the end of the week.
Aside. I'll put the money aside. I'm going to put it out in the universe. Who's your friend, Shonda? Or who's your friend I really like? That was what kept.
Miss Lonnie. That was Miss Lonnie.
Oh my God, would she go too?
Yeah, she lives there. So yeah, I'll call her tonight.
Okay.
I'll call her tonight. But listen, I just went out because my work is calling. So now I got to hang up and call work back.
Oh, I love you.
Love you too. See you later.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God, I'm so glad she came up. That is it. I'm going to Teresa's show. I'm not going to say she's going because she didn't say yes, but there's a chance. She said there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. Erin, I would ask you to, I know, Anne-Marie, thank you. Please come back every week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And, you'll see me and Dana's chat. Now that we're not talking and fighting about Jersey in there anymore, I know not a lot of people disagree with me in the Patreon. They just don't say anything back. It's probably because I'm like, the way I like message you guys, my friends on here, is how I comment sometimes. It's like, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I love Jen. I don't like Gina. I'm over Gina. I'm over Emily. I feel like Laverne and Shirley's fine, but like you're doing too much. You are acting too much like Tamara. Stop sticking your finger in people's butts, Tamara. That's not cool. Yes, definitely. Monday. I always put the link out too. I think you might be in my DMs. If we're not. Oh, Shay. I know. I understand. I get why. I didn't listen to her and Kim's thing yet. I have a hard time. She knows it. I do. I will give her the view, but I won't watch it. It really triggers me to watch her and Kim D. It really does badly. It does. It does. And I get it. I understand. I get it. Her and I would not be able, me and Dana, we just disagree on Jersey. But see, you have to live here to get it. And that's why I know people that they don't understand what I get. Like sometimes the things I'm saying, like it just, sometimes we aren't jive. We're not like other people. We're just a league of our own. And sometimes the things that we stay mad at and get mad at aren't logical to other people. So Dana just doesn't understand like that Melissa's not a clout chaser. Melissa's not trying, Joe was never trying to ruin Teresa's life. And that's like, and then like to sit there and think that Jacqueline's word is bond somehow, Dana. And she knows I disagree. We even talked about it in Patreon or in Instagram, just her and I. She's like, what part do you disagree with? And I'm so tired of that goddamn fucking question. I think, Anne-Marie, did I not repeat myself over and over again what part I don't like? It's to recreating the history and adding Melissa in there again. We're not going to shift the toxic blame around any longer. Because we have proven this year that Teresa's everything that fucking I'm saying it is, and everything Jacqueline said she was. Everything Jacqueline said to her in fucking real 6 years ago. Everything she said to Jackie in that text message is how she fucking really feels. So let's not play this fucking all toxic shift the blame. And then Dana's going, oh yeah, oh God, I get it. And I'm like, Dana, that's what part I don't like. You know better. She's fucking big. It was like Teresa Shedley. I swear to God, I'm like, Jacqueline, do you have an earpiece? I asked her at one point, did you have an earpiece in? And Teresa's giving you the answers. Because you're like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Teresa's the best. Oh, yeah, well, Teresa's my best friend. I'm like, no, she wasn't. Yeah. No, I don't think she's not. I don't think Dana is a Teresa or a Melissa fan at all. She's definitely not a Louis fan. So that's why it kind of surprised me when she kind of was listening to Jacqueline. And I said to Dana, again, that Teresa, you know that this is all bullshit. So please, I said, my problem just is you saying, oh yeah, Jacqueline, instead of just saying, she said, Dana had a lot of times to literally call Jacqueline out and say, and like I did, and she didn't. I get it. She doesn't want to be, but I mean, it's not fair to Melissa either. And that's what I said. I said, why don't you have Melissa on here too and have Melissa's side of it? I don't even think Melissa even knows half the shit. Nobody even cares about what happened that long ago because we have moved past all that shit. Way past it. So rehashing what happened before was pissing me the fuck off because we have bigger fish to fry now. Teresa done fucked everybody over and was having a smear campaign. We now know how Teresa rolls. So talking about what she did 5 fucking years ago, that's what got me in trouble in the first place. I don't understand why Kim D is fucking fine on her. Kim D does not need Teresa, either does Jacqueline. They were doing fine without her. If anything, you look like a fool defending her because even her own goddamn people fucking aren't defending her any longer. And even Kim's people are like, Kim, you're a flip-flopper. Stop. That's like, me and Kim should not speak about Jersey. We just shouldn't. Because of course we know the truth. Of course we're not going to be able to say all that. I'm the only one saying the goddamn truth around here. Like, really, honestly, and telling everybody their fucking bullshit and telling everybody where the rumors came from and they didn't come from. I mean, Kim's just sitting backing it the fuck up. No, and it ain't true. And I'm like, Kim, you, between me, you, we could probably take this whole fire. We could set the whole goddamn, we could destroy that goddamn franchise. But we don't. You know why? Because we don't say the shit that we really know. Teresa lies. She's a fucking liar. Okay, she got caught red-handed, putting the fucking shit out there, and then proven to us that what I've been saying for 2 years is correct. She was fucking hiring people to have smear campaigns against fucking Frank, against the entire cast. I mean, you fuck with Joe, you fuck with Frank, you fuck with Brittany, you fuck with Rachel, you're fucking with me too, because they're my friends. 6 degrees of separation, not whatever. They're my people. I've been fucked over by the best of them around here. Okay, fuck these people. I got fucking literally all my bridesmaids have exes over there. So those people are, that group of people, they are real fucking friends. They didn't deserve what Teresa did. John, okay, yeah, great. She got to talk about John Fuda, got his name brought up. Okay, they are fine on their own. They don't need a storyline that revolves around Teresa making him a drug dealer or talking about his past. We all got arrested in 2008. We've all got fucked up. We all committed mortgage fraud or some kind of goddamn fraud. The whole state of New Jersey went fucking crazy when the goddamn, we were all mortgage people. We were all doing some kind of real estate because that's where it was back then. It was the mortgage. It was like 2000 to 2008 was literally a refi boom. We were all making money, and then it all ended abruptly. And half of us committed mortgage fraud because we were not making the same kind of money, and we were goddamn a bunch of addicts and a bunch of people that were just greedy, and we committed mortgage fraud. And then my dad also committed fraud too, so I also got involved in that. So I have nothing against people that do that shit. I do now because I took accountability, went to jail, got in trouble. I've been in trouble since I was 17, finally got out of trouble when I was 37. Actually, I think I was 40. It was in 2017 is the last time. I was on paper. My husband paid all my stuff off. And I've worked ever since then to fucking like pull myself out of the gutter. Because even doing all that, I was also a drug addict also. So me committing fraud was me supporting my lifestyle and being a self-medicator. So I have a whole laundry list of bullshit that I had to go through. And I took accountability for it. And I work. And you guys say I'm too hard on myself. I do. I'm working on myself constantly. Maybe I should be less hard on myself. But I also look at them and I'm like, stop fucking, like, literally the people around here, the past is the past. We sure as fuck don't care about it. I don't know who lied to her and said that Bravo people would care because they didn't. Know what happened? Her people turned on her. Then she had to hire more people. She had to hire other bots to beat tree stumps because all her tree stumps fucking left her. And then she had to hire new tree stumps. And then, Gabriella was working with Teresa for 10 years behind the scenes. So she said, I've been doing this for her for 10 years. So that means almost the entire time that Joey was on the show, she has been fucking getting dirt about them for Teresa. And that is disgusting. I don't think Dana Fierce can be, I don't know what the fuck the deal is. I mean, honestly. So my problem also was Teresa was telling Kim D that she can't fucking work with Dana anymore. And then Kim D telling Dana this. Oh, Teresa says I can't work with you anymore. And then Dana saying I'm not going to work with Kim D because Teresa said so. What the fuck? And why did nobody understand what made me mad about that? I said to Kim, I could not believe that if Kim D wasn't going to listen to Teresa, then don't tell her that at all. Tell her and say, I'm not going to fucking listen to her. I'm going to work with you anyway, Dana. But no, Dana was walking away from that. And then she went and did a live with her anyway. So I don't know what your friend Teresa thought about that, Kim. But me and Kim haven't spoken since. I am still tier 2 on her Patreon. I still support her. I think that Kim is fine on her own. And she just needs to not talk about Jersey or get involved in Jersey. Because Dana knows all the abuse that the kind of abuser that Louis is, was Dana's ex-husband. We've all been, for some reason, unfortunately, Cassandra had to deal with NT. Dana was married to one. Kim D was married to one. And now Teresa's. We all get that. So when she goes against, I know that that Dana does not support Louis because of the abuser, the kind of abuser. She sees right through it. She has his partner on there. She knows exactly what's happened. She's not a Teresa fan, but I don't know what it is that she does not. She will not just come out and fucking list. I don't know. She's called him out, but for some reason, when Kim D's on the live with her, she doesn't, and I can't listen to it. Triggers me badly. I tell her that too. I'm like, I cannot listen to you and Kim D. Just like I can't listen to her and Adam. Her and Adam triggers me. Adam with fucking Monica triggers me. I'm hurt by it. Frankly, I'm hurt by it. So, because listen, she's finally agreed to do a live with me, but we've been friends literally on and off. I got a little bit mad at her around 2 or 3 years ago. And I got over it I think last year. I don't know. I started fucking really following her. And then becoming friends with and really caring about her as a friend. And then I would get very upset because she wouldn't do lives with me. And I don't know why. I'm not trying to do it for clout. I'm just trying to get a see the cool kids table. But then you'll do a live with Kim D where everybody turns on you. Everybody turns on you because of it. And I'm here and nobody's going to turn on you because of me, I don't think. I mean, everybody that would come to the live would be you guys and her people. We have the same people. And you know that I don't care if people disagree with me. You know I don't. It's not, I say once the devices go down, these people and their problems are not our people and they're not our problems. This is what we do. Whose side do you want? It's for me to argue both sides. I have tried to see Louis' side. I've given you Teresa's side of it, where I feel bad for her. I give you, I know that she's fucking a loyal wife. I know that she feels like she'll be alone without Louis. She has put all her eggs in the Louis basket, the Louis family basket. She has alienated all her friends at this point. She knows this. And I don't think I feel like she is sick to her stomach over what her life has become. And this is me sticking up for her. But it's, to me, when you start neglecting your mom, like you being a mom to your kids and not letting I'm sorry, I would not let my 14-year-old wear a thong. I just wouldn't. She wouldn't be wearing it in front of my husband and all his friends. After we have all making comments about how creepy it is, I wouldn't fucking throw it in everybody's face. So I think her momming is off. Something's up with that. And her daughters and are sticking and saying that Juicy is fucking going along with everything. And Juicy thinks, don't you dare write a fucking comment in lieu of Juicy, Gia, your dad, and act like you're fine with what Louis does. How could he be fine? We still don't know who's sending pictures to Melissa Feaster that are triple X pictures of you and your sisters. Why don't we figure out who did that first and then say Louis is a good guy? Because frankly, I think he did it. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know. Who else would do that? So, yeah, it's so bad. It's bad. It's bad, but I'm not going to literally not be her friend because we disagree about this. I think she needs to live in Jersey to understand how fucked up that Teresa's friendships really are. It is not, Kim D hates, listen, it's not, I know that Kim D still hates Teresa. It's not, her being friends with Teresa was just for her to get ahead, but Kim D didn't realize that she doesn't need Teresa. All it did was make us mad at her. Kim D is doing fucking fine on her own. She built a platform with David and she took it with her and it's just as big. I feel like she shouldn't be behind the paywall at all. I think Dana and Kim need to kind of have some of their stuff out here because a lot of people want to pay for the content. But I will give you all of Dana's good stuff. Sometimes I ask her for her permission, but it's I want her to do lives with me once a month. She said she'll do Beverly Hills. But I think once a month she should bring the biggest, because she gets a lot of good stories for Housewives. And we talk about it on a live that's not behind the paywall. You know what I mean? And that would be what we would do because her and I would get along really well. We laugh and we talk about Bravo. Jersey, we would definitely, it would be a conversation. But my whole thing with with Teresa coming going to that, oh my God, I'm excited. Oh my God, I really want to go down and I really want Danielle to come. Do you see how excited I got? It's only because I'm not going there to fight with her. I feel like she can't do this on her own. She's going to need me on stage. She doesn't realize it yet, but she needs me at the show. Because nobody ever really gives a fuck. We all fight with her. We all fight with her fucking tea. Her giving tea is just going to be I'm going to disagree with everything she says. If it's not true. What the fuck is she going to talk about? I can't believe her. That would me. I couldn't do that. I would feel dumb doing a show right now and saying, oh, it's just me bringing the tea. You guys can sit at home on your couches all comfy and get the tea from Adam or somebody like Zach who brings you everybody's tea. I would have to have a real good, reason for me to have a show. And a reason to have a show, me and Teresa fucking actually talking out the shit. Because if you notice, if you go to anything that Teresa ever says, I'm in there and I'm arguing with her people until they really start being mean to me. You're crazy. You're ugly. You're this. You're that. You're ugly. You're blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, huh? What the I'm ugly. I'm crazy. I'm neither. I'm near ugly. Have you seen me? I'm not ugly. And I'm not crazy. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not the crazy you're saying. I'm true. It's true. And nobody cares. And just because I'm nobody fucking cares about Marge talking to Vanessa. Stop saying it's a thing. Stop making it a thing. Stop making Fetch happen. Fetch already happened. We admit it. We know when she talked to her. God damn it. Louis, does everybody forget that Louis threatened Louis legit threatened her son. On the phone, Louis's number, you cannot spoof a goddamn working phone number, you dumb idiot. That's the one thing I'm going to say to him. He has got to stop saying that. He is so stupid. You can go and get a Jersey number, but you cannot you cannot insert somebody's number. Nobody can say, I want Louis's phone number, and then say, I'm spoofing this, and call in lieu of Louis's number and say, I'm going to kill you if you don't shut your mom up. Marge, shut your mom up. And this is Louis Ruelas. Louis's phone number, Louis's landline. You cannot spoof a working number, you dumb fuck. Teresa, he did it. Stop swearing on your 4 daughters. We have the fucking phone records. He did that shit. I swear on my 4 daughters, he didn't do it. Yes, the fuck he did. He lied to you. Just like he lied about the fake patients, Teresa. Because remember, he denied that shit too. He said that's not true. He denied it wholeheartedly until he got caught in court. And he got fucked a little bit because the judge was like, yeah, you did this shit, but you're both crazy. And it was like, okay, then Louis wants to tell everybody how he did that. Only to see if Teresa, I wanted to see if she was still talking about me because she's not allowed to talk about me. So I sent 2 fake people. I can't. You sound too fucking stupid. I sound stupid saying it. Me repeating it sounds dumb. It just doesn't make sense. And it's because he's in love. There's no other excuse. What else reason? What would be the reason to send fake patients? 2, to talk about him. Why? Why? You're married to Teresa. Why are you still going after Vanessa in court? Why? You know why? Because that's what abusive narcissists do. It's goddamn textbook. He is so textbook narcissist, and so is goddamn NT. That's how we got NT to come to court. We knew we could fuck with him. Like, I know how to fuck with a narcissist. I was with one for 20 fucking years, and then my dad's one. Okay? I know how to fuck with a textbook narcissist. That's why Louis hates me so much. Because I can't, your lifestyle's not sustainable, sir. It's not. You think that you're goddamn Sopranos, you know, I lived the Sons of Anarchy, like that was my goddamn life. This is not a sustainable lifestyle. You cannot be who you are and be a fuck shit, especially when you got a bigger platform, my friend. A bigger platform, a bigger mouth with this dude who wants to show everybody how he's a tough guy and he's this and he's that. And I hire Bo Deal. You think you're tough because you hired a fucking, we laugh at that. Like nobody's denying they're criminals, do we? Nobody's denying what they did in fucking 20 years ago. Literally 15 years ago, 2008. Your wife just got out of prison, and like not just like very recently. She's still, and by the way, on felon. She's a felon on paper. And by the way, Teresa, God did not make you sign. God did not come down here and put Monica Chacon's name. You are Teresa Giudice. Remember, you're not Monica Chacon. Nobody made you sign Monica Chacon's name on a fucking application. You fucking did. You knew what you were doing. You did it. That wasn't the first time. This is the first time you got caught. But you're not Monica Chacon, and God did not do this. God did not make you go to prison. That is why Louise in your life. Because God said, she didn't learn her lesson. I'm going to send her somebody worse. Because you think Juicy fucked you over? Wait do you see what this motherfucker's doing to you? You don't ask no questions. You didn't get a fucking prenup. You know what? You're not legally married. You think I'm stupid. You're not legally fucking married. You never went to the courthouse, which is the smartest thing she could have ever fucking done. And I don't care if she can deny it all she wants. Maybe they did, allegedly, maybe they didn't. Who would literally, you could have a spiritual wedding, all that shit you did, all that big old fucking to do, where you're so stressed out, more stressed out than court, you make no goddamn sense. You're more stressed out than you were going to prison. I think not, Teresa. I think that going to prison is much more stressful. And if you're more stressful being with this motherfucker than you were going to prison, then why are you with him? If you know that this whole Vanessa thing has got you so fucked up, why'd you marry him? I felt sick watching your wedding. I felt sick to my stomach because by then we knew everything. We knew about Pizzagate. We knew about you sitting down with Laura Lee. It was like sickening to watch you marry him because you were sick to your stomach. Allegedly, now you're admitting to it. So I was right. You did look fucking scared. You did look sick on your wedding day. Your hair was big enough because you're 2 days before her wedding crying about her brother. And then literally him screaming the way he screamed like that. You think that's not the first time he screamed at her. You know what I mean? Look how he treats Vanessa, his ex. Look how he talks about her. Look how he fucking talks about Vanessa. You don't think that this dude, look how he talks about all his exes. He took his, I don't want to talk about what he did to Paula, his wife. He's just, I get so upset because like, I guess because I didn't see, I was in a situation my whole life, I didn't even realize it. I had no idea there was a name for these people. I was a drug addict. I was just a drug addict kid, and I was doing a fucked up thing. You know, I was I put up with it for a long time, and I think I get so mad because when I finally like realized like how dumb this was, and I didn't have to I didn't have to deal with that anymore. Like it was so. I mean, I just get mad that she's allowing this to happen. This is worse than Juicy. Okay, she's gonna fucking go to jail. I mean, I think he's doing things that are just not legal. I don't know how they get away with Venivia. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how these people are getting paid. He's got their lawsuits out the ass. How are you okay supporting and acting like you're at work and promoting Venivia? I say it wrong because I don't know how to say it. How are you okay with promoting it, knowing how much money? And you're the people that make you relevant, Teresa, are the ones coming after you about this. So stop fucking dismissing the things we say, because we are the ones who make you relevant. Remember in between seasons? Because now you have no fucking platform yet. You're on pause. We know what happens when people are on pause. The fact that your sister-in-law is doing Housewives event and this fucking event does not say Real Housewife, does it? Look at it. It does not say Real Housewife at all. It doesn't say Real Housewife Teresa Giudice. It says Spill the Tea, Teresa Giudice. You know what Melissa's and Rachel's and all says in October? Real Housewives. So get the fucking hint, Teresa. You're not allowed to do Housewives events. You can't even bring your friend Jen with you, it looks like. You must be desperate for money. $80 a fucking VIP ticket. Get the no effing way. You're trying to fill the main stage? Guys, do you remember Adam and Jason's show? Do you remember? That was the loft. So this stage is 2 times the size of Adam and Jason's. This is the same size Kempire stage that Kempire was on. It is double the size, the room, to fill. Adam and Jason didn't even fill that room, and they sold out. But you look behind, there's so much space. And even Kempire, as popular as Kempire is, he had barely filled that room. He only had there was empty tables up front with Kempire. So I don't know what this Teresa is. I don't know how this is going to work. I feel like she's desperate for money. I cannot not go. It's only 5 minutes from here. I'm going to have, I really hope Danielle can come. I'm going to get her to stay with me. She can stay in my house overnight if she doesn't want to drive home. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. Almost 2 hours, Anne-Marie. Thanks for being here. Come back every week. Find me on Instagram if you have not, guys. Anne-Marie, get me on Instagram so we can talk. And I send everybody the link too on there too, so you can get into my thing. I think we might be on Instagram. I'm not sure because again, I don't know people's names. Oh, Anne-Marie. Oh my God, there's my best friend. She's my best friend forever. Anne-Marie, what is your name? Is your name in remind me again in Patreon what your name is? If you're Anne-Marie in Patreon, then I obviously remember. But I also forget to tell you guys, sometimes your name's different in Patreon. But if it's, make sure you remind me what your name is and remind me that you were here if it's something different, because I want to make sure I say hi and stuff. And Kelly, this is my best friend that moved to Texas. We've been best friends since kindergarten. We met in kindergarten, in elementary school, and she was a cool girl, and I got to hang out with her. And then we've been best friends ever since, and she moved, and I hate it. I hate it so much. When we started talking, and I was crying to her that she was so far away. She's the only one of my friends that pops up in here too, by the way. But that's a whole other show. But Anne-Marie, if you're Anne-Marie and Patreon, make sure you remind me. But this is the person who I would literally tell me to my face that I'm fucking up, but would never fucking say it out loud. She would literally, I mean, honestly, she would say nothing before she would not fucking back me up. If I was wrong, she would just say nothing, you know? I can't see a bunch of people going to the show and backing Teresa up and me not being there to fucking call her the fuck out. Who else? Why else would people go except for see her to answer for? I'm telling you, I think people need her to answer for her bullshit. And hers bringing the tea. What tea is she going to bring? God damn it, Teresa. Oh, you make me so mad. I love you, though. I love you all. This is all fun and games, you know? It's all in good fun. You know when I'm fucking you up and down, I'm smiling with a smile on my face. I'm not really angry. I just look really high and angry right now. But I love you guys. Thanks for coming. I'm going to stop talking. Yeah, I keep saying, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. But Danielle, I'm going to take it as there's a chance. I'm going to put the money aside right now. How much fun would that be? And you could stay at my house. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's my problem. That's why. Thank you. What is she going to talk about? People are going to want to know, what were you doing? Why were you working with the black? Like, that was the biggest point plot, was that. We already know why she was turned on John. We already know why she turned on her brother. I would like her to answer for her. But see, that would be no fun for her at all. It would be no fun for her at all, because I'm not going to say I'm right, but I mean, if she could explain to us what broke in her and when, you know what I mean? Like, when did you break? When did you hate your brother? Like, what made you decide that you were going to destroy you? And your nephew, too, by the way. I'd like to know why you thought Joey was Bulldog's kid. And why you said your parents thought that. Knowing that they're not here for Joey. So your brother has to live with that. Knowing his parents might have said this. Because you say it out loud. Oh, he's not a Gorga. My parents even said it. Joey's not a Gorga. And then what is he? Was he Bulldog's kid? He ain't Brian's kid. Because he's the middle child, by the way. It would be Antonio, would be Bulldog's kid, would be Joey, or would be Brian's kid. So again, what are you going to talk about that? Are you going to talk about how you destroyed your nephew's fucking heart? Broke his goddamn heart into a million pieces? Is that what you're going to talk about? We can talk about the 4 dogs that... Let's not talk about the dogs. Why are you allowed to have dogs, Teresa? You should never be allowed to have an animal in your care. You don't love the animals. You don't get attached to animals. You don't even get attached to people. That's why it doesn't bother you that it haunts me to this day. It haunts me to. I was just going to say, when are you coming to Jersey in? Because I fucking need you bad. And come stay in my house. Okay, let's talk about that in a minute. But Teresa, the dogs, it haunts me to this day to think about what they went through. I don't know how you live with yourself. I don't know how you were allowed to have 4 more animals. I don't know how animal control allows you to have animals. You thought that your dogs were attacking your chickens, and they weren't. It was the foxes. You don't put babies out there like that. Anyway, that whole thing is, she's got 4 dogs with Louie. The thing is, she don't get attached to people, right? She definitely doesn't get attached to animals. She's definitely more, she's like Louie, like that. I don't say it's a narcissist. It's a narcissist. It's no empathy. I get whatever. Yeah, I guess it is a narcissist. Yeah, no empathy at all. She doesn't know how to empathize. Like, she's an Erica. But then Teresa, like, she's cut all the major people that have been there out of her life. Like fucking Melissa Feaster. That girl was... She had her back. Teresa's never had somebody have her back as much as Dolores and Melissa Feaster. Think about it. She was her podcast host, basically always backing up Teresa, always. And then they turned on her so badly and fucking bullied her so badly. And how can Teresa do that to her best friend? Think about it. If she can do that shit to her, look what she gave. She gave up Dina's friendship for Louie. All over Louie saying he's part of the mob. You can't say that shit to Dina. Not after her ex is fucking about to get off on the charges, even tried to unalive her twice. Louie, I am going to call you later. Thank you. This is my problem with her. It's not what we see on the show, because nothing's ever fucking talked about the shit she's really done. We never got answers about the fucking literally what she's doing with the bloggers, right? Not only that is the shit she's not friends with Dina. Dina and her and Dave do not speak to Teresa and never will again. And they'll never come back here. For Christ's sake, all drowned as a fucking baptism. Baptism is when the house got, broken in. Whatever he did. He got recharged, but I don't know if that's going to stick. Me telling you right now, they are the Sopranos. Albie and Tommy and Albie and Caroline and Tommy and Dana. They're Teresa. Teresa, I can't talk. They're Christopher and Drea. Now, do you remember what happened in the end of the end of Sopranos with Drea and Christopher? Well, that's what Tommy did, right? Tommy did the same thing. Tried to kill her. Tried to unalive Dina twice. And that's when you fuck up. You don't do that. So then when you do that, they don't have your back anymore. Your family does not have your back any longer. Because you did something so goddamn, you're not supposed to take out, you're not supposed to get emotional about shit, right? So he does twice, tries to get her and Dave twice. And they live and they move across the country just like Drea did, the other Sopranos. And then he goes after Christopher for doing that. So you really think that they have Tommy's back? No. And Caroline would talk, and in Morocco, Caroline was talking shit about that and that case. And that's why, and doing the things that she's not allowed to be fucking doing as a married Italian woman, head of the goddamn mob, Mrs. Goddamn Soprano. Should not be kissing other women. Should not have other women kissing her. Should not be smoking pot in a different country, partying like she did, and talking about how they don't back up Tommy, blah, 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 blah. Or Dina. That's why that will never see the light of day. Because she fucking made that lawsuit about that, and it's not about that. It is about her never letting them see the light of day because of the shit that she said when she knew she was wrong. Nobody knew about Albie. You know why? That's the way it's supposed to be. Nobody knows their head of the... You know what I mean? It's obvious that Tommy's her brother, but I'm just saying Tommy's his brother. It makes sense. But dude just got off, and then he got fucking recharged, and Caroline knew that was coming. It happened 2 weeks after she fucking she charged Brandy or whatever, said this whole thing to Bravo. Then Tommy gets let off his charges. He's free. Nobody's ever going to see what she said. And then he gets recharged. And you know why? Because he's working with the feds too. He's got to be. He's working with the feds. That's why people won't get. Caroline was running her fucking mouth drunk about this whole thing, about what I'm saying right now. And I don't have to fucking, I'm just telling you, you'll find out soon. It's going to be in the fucking, I can get the court papers. Okay. I'll get the court papers. One day it's going to come out. It's the only thing that makes sense. It is the only thing that makes sense. Because he should be in fucking prison for what he did. And he should have never let off and then they found out that judge was corrupt what he did when they let him off. So yeah, he got recharged. Okay. Jersey, they have a new generation of prosecutors and prosecutor's office and the FBI. There's a whole new generation that don't fuck with this, are not letting this shit go anymore. You don't do that. They're not letting it go. You're not paying them off any longer. That's the problem. And they're getting in trouble now. And then Louis gets a platform and he runs his mouth. I'm part of the mob. I'm part of the mob. I know. All right. Can I please finish one thing? Anyway, so we'll never see Morocco. That's the reason. Now, what is Teresa going to talk about? Who knows? She's going to talk a bunch of bullshit. She's not happy. She said she wasn't. She admitted it. The lawsuits are still going on because they're still talking about them. And she said, as long as they're still talking about them, she's more stressed out than she ever was. Okay. You must need the money. Because why would you put yourself in this position to go on stage, Teresa? You can't even do your podcast without a co-host. Nobody wants to see Louis. I'll tell you that right fucking now. They'd rather see me up there than Louis. Danielle, we got to go. Danielle, I am not hiding from this bitch. I never have, and I never will. I don't want to hide from her anymore. I'm done with her fucking literally telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm literally just speaking. I'm literally repeating the facts, the things that they've said and done. I'm showing proof. I'm not lying. It's not my opinion. It's fact. He did. It's crazy. Sending a fake patient. That's crazy. And anybody that thinks otherwise is fucking out. They're fucking crazy too. Anyway, I love you all. Goodbye. Please follow, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in Dana's chat. Shay, I understand. I get it. I don't blame you. I have a different relationship with her, but I get it. I was really upset. It triggers me too. But I love you guys. I didn't listen to Kim D yet. I guarantee you there's something in there that made you say it, but I love you.